Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
A very happy Thursday evening to everybody in TCH Live Nation. Hello, everybody. I am Wes Tucker, and I'm going to be keeping you company through the 5-10 Infinity game. I'm going to be explaining that in just a brief moment as we get right into the first hand. All players agreeing to straddle a minimum of 20, but they have no max in this process. So I'm going to see some crazy action through all that. Drew will take the first pot down with Big Slick. And away we go. We see the lineup for tonight. Got Drew with one seat, Noah back in 2. Oh, wow. Going to take seat number 3. Jamie in 5. Matt back in seat 6. Amat in seat 7. PK, another newcomer to the live stream. And the nefarious Wes in seat 9. It is going to be a fantastic night of action. And Wes Tucker keeping you company, the Moneymaker Tour. The third trophy event just started today. A couple of flights in, the $300 buy-in, a $150,000 guarantee. And a big hello, of course, to everyone in TCH Live Nation. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday evening. We get back into it here. Matt's got himself the speed limit, 55. Of course, that speed limit anywhere but the Lone Star State. More of a suggestion anyway when it comes to speed limits in Texas as we go 4 ways to the flop. Flop's going to come ace high rainbow. And now we'll pair 9, so the spade draw becoming a threat, but nobody really knocking on that door. Matt's going to break the silence, and that's all it is going to take. It had an absolutely crazy stream this morning. That was the final table of the one-day 75K guaranteed No Limit Hold'em tournament. And the final table concluded this morning around 7:40 in the morning. Usually ended in a 2-way even chop where the number 1 and 2 spots took home just shy of $20,000 each. So definitely a good day's work, to say the absolute least.
There you go. Yeah.
Straddle is 20. I don't know what happened. Oh, we have 8 players. I'm sorry. I thought we only had 7. I'm sorry. Thank you, John.
Big howdy to you too, Frank. Hope everybody is having a great evening. And it's about to get a lot better. Again, 5-10 Infinity is the game. We heard some tell of the knit game that is going to be played as well. And got a chance to listen in on the conversation a little earlier. And it got brought up, what if I want to straddle all in? Well, this is the game to do it. 5-10 Infinity, but they have agreed on a minimum of a $20 straddle.
I feel like last time we didn't do enough. No, they
But we were splashing it on the next.
what did we do? We only did like 50.
No, it was like 25. It was.
It's 25.
It was a 1-3 game though. It was a 1-3 game.
Well, yeah. I think it's gotta be 100.
And oh wow, making another appearance on our live stream. Definite gentleman and fantastic player as well. We get to Amat with ace-6 of clubs. Facing that $20 straddle, he's going to bump it up, makes it 125 to go. And now Kojak suited will join the party. That's PK making his TCH Live Houston stream debut. The flop comes up 6-5-6, so trip 6s for Amat. You can see there, PK already with the 0 next to his name. But he's going to go ahead and fire at it. And Amat just going to flat. We go to the turn, do some clubs. See if PK continues to represent the hand that Amat has. He is going to bet at it. 400 into the pot. Yes, under a half pot size bet. Amat just going to flat once again. So the pot bloats to a little under $1,400. And the 10 of spades to the turn. We'll see if that's going to end up slowing down PK if he elects to fire another barrel at it. I guess this answers the question. It looks to be a good size bet, just about a pot size bet, 1,200. Snap call from Amat, and that's going to take down a $3,785 pot just in the early going of our stream this evening. And we made mention just a little bit ago of the 75K one-day tournament. Here is an overview of what that prize pool looked like. And there was a total of 362 entries on this tournament. First place was slated to take home a little over $25,000. First and second ended up chopping for just under 20 grand each. But 362 entries. It was a packed house, a madhouse last night at TCH Houston. Looking forward to many more of those as the Moneymaker Tour continues. So if you haven't made your plans to come out just yet, I think you should start. It's definitely a great atmosphere.
Thank you, PK. 6 calls. 7 calls. 8 calls.
I appreciate that, God of Despair. Let me see what I can do about that. All right, I hope that audio is a little bit better. Let me know in the chat, God of Despair. I appreciate you pointing that out to me. So we see here, Wes with 6-7 of hearts ends up taking down this pot. Perfect. Appreciate you, Frank. Appreciate y'all letting me know.
I found out. You know what it is? I don't. It's so Jover and we're Barack. Oh, we're so Barack. We're so Barack. That's cool.
So you look here at the stack so far. Amat, the big winner after taking down that just shy of 4 gram pot after flopping trip 6s.
That's how you know it's
And now Wes has got himself a suited king. King 6 of hearts. Decides he wants to bump it up, makes it 75 to go. Some suited connectors for Drew. And those middle suited connectors, always a lot of fun. And he's going to go ahead and raise it up himself, makes it 250 to go. And that's going to chase Wes out of the pot. So Drew being aggressive with those drawing hands. In indefinite contrast to what we saw earlier in the tournament stream today. And those hands in cash, generally, we see a raise with them. Even the middle connectors like 4-5 of spades, something like that. We don't generally see that in tournament play. Mo the Cat, this is Wes Tucker keeping you company throughout tonight's action. And the game is 5-10 infinity.
Speaking of suited connectors, here's Jack 10 of clubs for Amat. We got 125s to go. More suited connectors. Here we go. And flop comes 6 high, a couple of spades. And a really anticlimactic board for the 2 hands we got going on here. It's going to come down to who wants it more. West with Queen Jack right now in the lead. Instead, they're going to let the board run out into a straight. See if Wes elects to take a stab at this now. Looks like he will with the 6 high straight on the board. He's gonna bet 350 at it, and Amat just gonna call. Says, I'm pretty sure we're chopping. And indeed they are. So 6 high straight goes to opposite ends of the table. And again, plenty more tournament action coming your way in the coming weeks. Again, the Moneymaker Tour making its first stop in the great Lone Star State, and doing so at the nicest card room in the city of Houston. And it is going to be a grand total of 12 action-packed days of poker, all culminating in a $250,000 guaranteed main event. And however, in the main card room right now, we do have a couple of flights going for the multi-day $150,000 guaranteed tournament. And the first flight this morning saw a total of 66 entries, so we're going to be bringing a total of 6 players onto day 2 from that first flight. We know the evening flight just getting underway. We'll get you some numbers for that as that flight develops, but still plenty of time to come on by and throw your hat into the ring.
Oh, yeah. You get the perfect, you get the June card of the turn.
We're going to end up going 4 ways through the flop here. A lot of juicy suited cards, as we will see an ace-high board, ace-high rainbow. And Noah looking for a jack for his straight. Instead, we get a second diamond. Pairing sevens, both Oh Wow and Amat. And to the river, there's the jack. So Broadway is complete for Noah.
That's how we know it's the card right here. Transfer all the data right into the system.
And he will bet just 100 at it. And Amat might have some curiosity problems here. And curiosity killed the cat. Of course, the cat man not in tonight's game. Wish him the very best, despite not seeing him. Noah will take down his first pot of the evening. And lots of awesome stuff besides tournaments going on at Texas Card House Houston. Of course, the progressive high hands. Get $100 every hour from noon to 4, and they are progressive. So let's say they don't hit during your visit. That means the next day they're going to be going up by $100. If I'm not mistaken, when I saw the board this morning, the hand from noon to 1 will be a $400 high hand when the promotion period resumes tomorrow. And for example, if that's not hit tomorrow, means the next day it will show up as a $500 high hand. And Wes with Cowboys from under the gun, gonna bump it up to 75. Oh wow, got himself ace queen. And I know at some point I'm gonna accidentally slip into an Owen Wilson impression.
No, I think he said you told him.
And now, oh wow, bumping it up to 225. West with Cowboys. And we'll decide to throw in another raise, and that's going to end the hand there pre-flop. You can see the full list of tour events there on the left side of your screen. Of course, text may be a little small for you to read. Instead, you can always go to texascardhouse.com or moneymakerpt.com. Got a full list of events. And we will have the final table of this 150K guarantee live stream. And that will happen the beginning of next week.
Wait, was somebody commentating on it? Yeah. Who won this? You? No, I think it was Wes. Oh my god. I watched it. I only watched the beginning because you guys
You got your drink behind you,
And Drew with Ace Jack, gonna bump it up to 75. And now Ambrose will join the fray. And it was interesting, the last time they held this game, we actually recorded it and broadcasted it at a later date. So everybody in the chat got the opportunity to interact with the players as the game was unfolding in the chat. For example, Wes was in the chat, Ambrose was in there, I think Drew was in there for a while, if I remember correctly, but it was interesting watching everything. Actually got a chance to ask Wes in real time what he was thinking during the hand. It's always awesome to get some insight into a way a player is thinking on the fly, how their decisions are going to change as the hand unfolds. See there, the pair of aces for Drew. Still out in front. He's going to bet 350 at it, and that'll take it down after we hit the turn.
That's a hard read to make.
Out of 4. Was that any good?
Out of 9.
Weird.
Needed to turn something.
So we're doing.
5-8 or spin.
Oh, you have to straddle at least 20. But you can straddle more. So it's infinity, but at least 20.
And you see Ambrose will occupy the 4 seat moving forward in tonight's action. You know, another very balanced player. Love.
Oh, no, hold on. Since we're doing splash pile, we just do an amount. 400 is 25. So even amount. Yeah, 400.
And it's a good collection of guys. And RJ, I know you're in the chat somewhere. Hoping that we get some more insight from you as well. I know you play with these guys quite often.
So you guys want to start next hand or wait on you? Okay, next hand.
Looks like the Nick game will start next hand.
Goes into the middle. So next hand.
First, Ambrose has to decide what he wants to do with pocket 8s. And Rye Guy in the chat, definitely a sick lineup. Rye Guy, would love to have you back on the show at any time, my friend. Always an entertaining player. Very solid as well. And we're going to end up going 3 ways to the flop. PK with code Jack, 6-7 offsuit for Amat, and the pocket 8s of Ambrose. The flop will come 5-5-7, a couple of spades to boot. So Amat flopping top pair. Ambrose with the overpair to the board.
But he did with 2 hands.
150 will be the bet.
Amateur out right there.
Absolutely, and it's open to anybody who wants to be a part of the show. Always looking for new players. And Amat with top pair here, gonna bump it up, makes it 450. So now the overpair to the board. Oh wow, actually my dad. Yeah, that's gonna be a great show. He is a fantastic player, God of Despair.
450 total.
You got to ask out of despair, do you play as well? It'd be a lot of fun to put you and your dad on the show together.
3K add-on.
Yeah, you don't have to match anywhere or anything. You, right? No limit. Yeah.
Like Wes's game, bless you. We play no limit, no limit, no limit.
And Ambrose just going to flat here with his pocket 8. So off we go to the turn. And now a 9 will grace us with its presence. He's going to ending up with a gutter ball if Elmont can pick up his 6. And that's going to draw the jam from Ambrose, all in for about 1,400.
I was gonna say, no, you should probably check.
All in with
You should
8s.
be betting like
Down bet of 0.
over pairs.
Down bet of 0.
Over pairs, flush draws,
He has an
and straight
over pair.
draws. I don't need an over.
Well, God of Despair, we do have the 1-2 and 1-3 live streams as well. Love to get you on here, get you acclimated.
Dude, sorry. I thought you showed me a straight. I did too.
As Ambrose will take this pot down handily. Yeah, another big pot, $4,100.
That was a great call, right? On a board like that.
Sorry.
And as we get the pot pushed, of course, we remind you that you're looking to play some cash at TCH Houston. I got the perfect time to do it between the hours of 10 a.m. to noon. It is free time. That's right. We're not going to charge any time during the hours of 10 a.m. to noon to come on through and play cash games with your friends. So bring them all. And plenty of opportunity and lots of great action.
You almost feel bad that maybe you can't talk like this for
And alongside the insane turnout for the tournament last night, we also saw a good lineup of cash action ranging all the way from 1-2 no limit to 1-2-5 PLO. We definitely got games for everyone here at TCH Houston.
And it was up here.
You just like look at the table, but then like you had to look at his stats.
Yeah, I've been reprimanded. Wes has reprimanded me because I tried to keep it up here. I was cheating earlier, but it was a cheating scandal.
It's on its way.
There's a whole YouTube video about it. You got it.
So you got buttons and
You're gonna fuck me up.
You want a drink or what?
Restraddle, drink, drugs, what else?
Well, I think I just heard the word restraddle, so we'll update you on that. Of course, it is open to infinite when it comes to the straddle department. For example, someone could straddle for 20, and the next player, instead of having to just double the straddle, can elect to straddle all in if they wanted to.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll play the shit out of it's probably best that we all just rack up. Everyone's just winning. He's not going to give his money away. That's what we're all here for, right?
You done now? 8 raises to 250.
Yeah, when Wes invited me, he
And
was like,
PK with King 6 suited going to bump the action up, makes it 250 to go. Kojak for Drew.
Sorry, I can't hear you over there.
he plays PLO.
400. The loser gets 400.
And Noah behind with Jack 7. Looks like he wants to. No, he's going to go ahead and fold it. Oh, wow. With 7 tray of hearts. We'll stick around. So 775 in the pot pre-flop. 3 ways we go.
We play for the next game.
The flop comes ace high, a couple of clubs. So the nut club draw for PK.
Yeah, because my $50.
8 525.
And he's going to bet 525 at it.
Wait, what's the? Oh, the nickname was not on,
And we'll chase everybody away in the process.
but he was asking for
This goes
it. Just in there. Yeah.
It's my first time, guys.
Can you see the red reserve buttons out in front of the players? They're using those as the knit buttons.
Oh, so that's when the last reserve button.
And the way that they structured it last time they played was that the loser of the knit game ended up splashing the pot on the next hand after the knit game was over.
Oh, that's cool.
400 dead money in the pot.
I like that. That's cool.
A little more.
That is correct, yes. He did used to do that from Austin. Very true.
280.
I don't like that they split it.
Yeah.
Why? Make one big crazy.
Yeah.
Not too slight.
Yeah, because no one. Yeah, the other way, no one cares. There's only about.
Yeah. At least. At least. That's how blind we're.
80 to call.
As you can see there, the graphic on the bottom left of your screen there, the gentleman who's standing next to their name indicates that they're still holding their knit button.
Your cards to yourself in your head.
I don't think I do. You have like categories.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if I have like, you'd be like ace, king, jack, 9, and I want to remember that I have a suit.
Oh, dude,
And
I don't
Jamie's got himself ace-king suited. Facing 170 to go. You know he's not going to throw in just that amount. Looks to be a good-sized raise up to about the 950 range.
750.
750. Thought I watched him cut out a little more, but instead 750 to go. Wes with the suited connector is 8-7 of clubs.
Somewhere around there.
And Wes going to jam all in. Jamie not going anywhere with ace-king suited. Snap calls.
I hope I don't.
And it sounds like they are going to rip it. Run it once for Max Payne.
My cards are next to each other and they're the same suit.
King and an 8 on the flop.
No, not like that.
See Wes drawing to 4 outs. Now the board pairs deuces. Now 2 outs for Wes. And that won't be it. So it's going to be kings and ducks with an ace. Jamie going to take down a good-sized pot. Again, the biggest pot so far of the stream, just shy of $6,000.
Need a brush, 28, please. $27, 28. 28, 65.
Thank you.
Brushes on 20.
You can get a little update now from the main card room. Flight B of the 150K guarantee is underway. Still with 2 hours and 13 minutes to register. Total of 37 players right now. And 66 in the first flight, bringing 6 players along into day 2.
Straddle, ace, king suited. Life is good. Life is good.
Had to double
He did a nice lunch.
And tonight at 9 p.m., of course, there will be a satellite into the $250,000 guaranteed main event. And that'll start at 9 p.m. It's a $186 buy-in, guaranteeing 1 seat. So if you're looking for a way to play the main event without forking over a full $1,500, come on by TCH Houston at 9 o'clock tonight. The satellite will begin at that time. Registration will be open until about 11:15.
One raises to 200. Two raises to 500. 3 folds.
should be in the booth.
4 folds.
Noah with King, Queen, and Diamond bumps it up, makes it 500 to go.
Push it down better, right?
Groove with exclusive hearts.
He's like, okay, he looks like he's got a lot of money in front of him. He doesn't look like he's stuck.
Decides he wants no part of it. Noah will relinquish his knit button. Of course, you must show your hand to be able to relinquish the button. You see there on the bottom of your screen, the players that still hold the buttons are Matt, Ambrose, Oh Wow, Drew, Wes, and Amat.
Like somebody last game
And Amat taking
would
down
show
that
for like
big pot in the second hand of the stream.
Yeah, it's like it's worth it to me.
And V-Pips right now, he does have the highest. Matt with the lowest right now. And Matt in seat 6.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
I was whooping and
I
not
was trying to
showing.
windmill those in your
See if
face.
these trends continue throughout today.
I can't wait to love to even show it for no reason.
I'll be so happy.
One fold. 2 raises to 50.
On the button with a suited gapper, 8-6 of spades, gonna bump it up to 50. Oh, wow. Right behind him will bump it up again, makes it 250 to go with King 10. And now he'll get the opportunity to release the button.
Next time, can I get Greg? But yeah, that's fine. I heard if you do Tito's, you get Tito's.
Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe as well. Tell all your friends.
Do I need to give the 10-second count before I make my decision next time?
Bro, it's real.
Bro, that was
I never
brutal.
do it. I should 10 second count's real.
I was not counting.
You didn't know even people
I was
do
counting
it.
chips. Not to 10.
20 on, 20 on.
20 on
Gotta
here.
be on.
At least.
20 and 6.
Crazy.
9 raises to 100.
Here we go. The best hand in poker, 7-deuce offsuit. And Wes from the low jack is going to raise it. Action back around to Jamie with 8-5 of spades. He's going to go to war with him. So heads up to the flop we go. And 3, 4, 6, all hearts. So open ender for Jamie, gutter ball to a straight flush for Wes. And Jamie will stick around after Wes bets at it. 9 outs, and that's one of them. He flushes out on the turn. Does end up going check, check. Wes will table the flush. And King 7 high flush. Can definitely understand why he would just check back there. Still beaten by plenty.
Yeah.
I tried to play 7-3 earlier.
So quick update there. You see it's Matt, Drew, Ambrose, and Amat that still have their knit buttons in front of them. In the version they play, the loser of the knit game will splash the pot. Of course, we've seen it played to
Somebody told me a story a long time ago.
the respects of the loser of the knit game ends up paying a tax to the rest of the players, kind of like the kill button bonus, but only one player pays the other 8 at the table.
Guys that have the 3 cans of them are playing the 7-deuce game for $100 each.
Just between
So
them.
just between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
So if they win with the 7-deuce game, they actually make more than, unless they play hand against each other, they make more than
The whole
even
table.
stacking anybody else on the table.
Oh, so even if they beat someone else with 7 deuce.
Yes. Yes.
1 raises to 75.
Groove with pocket 10 is going to open, makes it 75 to go.
10 million. And their 7-deuce game, their prop bet is worth more than the poker did for us.
3 players.
And we'll go 3 ways to the flop. Flop comes jack high and a couple of 5s.
And they're waiting to play a bigger game.
Yeah, they're all waiting for their game.
Like the game.
And all 3 players in the pot still looking to relinquish
Not ask that part.
their knit button. Will chase Ambrose away. We'll see if Amata elects to stay in. Does have some backdoor opportunities for a flush. This could go perfect for a straight as well, but he will throw it away. Shows the tens. And then there were 3.
Get the show the same, right?
Ambrose, what story said?
Front.
No,
It's just me, huh?
You get to tell me.
It's just tits.
He won the hand before.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. You got the old small. Hey, look, this is your best chance. This is the best position you're going to be in. Alright, let's go ahead. Well, it's the second best position you're going to be in. You know what, Hunter? Let's make it hard on him.
Yeah, every hand after.
Everyone does it until we get.
It's actually, oh man, I know what strategy that is. As it gets down, you just constantly straddle big.
Who do I want to get stabbed?
Force these guys.
You get that restart.
Crazy, yeah.
So ace 10 for Drew. This particular straddle wound up in the $100 category.
He just wants to be involved.
And, oh wow, pocket kings.
Dang it.
I was gonna read.
God damn it. All right.
We lost action because all the nits are out.
My bad. Oh, man.
Can I get a black tea with
And Drew gonna look him up with ace high, so we go heads up, 835 in the pot.
Now it's a battle of the non-hit buttons.
And of course, the ace magnets come through. Ace on the flop, Drew with top pair, and now, oh wow, gonna lead for 175. Drew just gonna flat here as we go to the turn. You see, oh wow, drawing to just the king of spades. The board will pair fives. See what kind of value Drew can get. He is going to check here, and definite a check back situation here for oh wow with kings.
You see turn, and you're double.
There's
You never turn.
Mr. V, thank you so much. And hello all from Miami. Hope you're doing well out there in Florida, my friends. All right, I appreciate that again, Mr. V. I'll look into that.
In a 5x straddle or a $10x straddle?
Richer.
10x straddle.
So I understood it range Justin, you could pay it forward. Since we're still trying to get him.
He's still trying to learn how to use it solver.
Well, no.
There we go.
You probably win. Ace I did. 95. Well, I didn't, you might change it to me.
I like it. A little discount. Save yourself $5 right there.
I have an advantage on source line.
You're still up on me, okay.
He doesn't have a dip.
It's 95.
5 raises to 300, 6 folds.
And wow, now wakes up with aces. And was able to take down kings with ace high not a moment ago. It's facing 205 to make this call. And instead of just flatting, gonna make it 825 to go. Gonna cost Jamie another 525 to see this flop, and said he will fold it.
Oh, it's too early. Shit took a show.
Too early indeed. Still a lot of stream to go.
Shot, declare yourself all in. Learn to live and love it.
And like I said, it is early, but here's the stacks and earnings so far. Jamie, the big winner, up 2,300. Meanwhile, throwing the party so far is West, down 2,500. And shortest profit so far. That's 385 in the black for Noah.
Try to keep it out of the target area because that's where I sit.
I like it.
Keep like a second over it every time. Yeah. We just have to go over it. Yeah. It's good for both locations. Yeah.
Hey, hang on.
And Dallas.
Yeah, just slide it
Bring
over.
it back, bring him back, y'all, bring him back. Sorry.
It's good for Dallas.
So you get
Sorry about that. It's confused. Is this confusing?
Yeah, but it's not good for anything on the west.
No, that was my fault.
They have West Coast TCA.
Oh, west side Texas.
Oh.
Austin.
It's like it's called Texas
RBG
Star
or
Wars.
Rio Grande Valley?
Yeah. The Valley.
You think if TCH ever franchises, they'll change their name from Texas Cardinals?
Oh, we already talked about this.
What about they've been looking at markets? I don't know what they
Texas Cardinals. I used to keep the Texas.
I think
keep the
I think they
Texas.
do.
Texas.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
I mean, Texas Roadhouse is huge across Colorado.
Texas Roadhouse has great.
Better go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I tend to agree with them there. It is a already well-recognized brand. I don't think there's any reason to change the name. Should have won open in another state.
Just like Captain is the fish.
Noah's turn with the snowman, but Ambrose, who's still holding his knit button and ace queen, just gonna flat with it. 6 tray and natural 9 for a mitt. And we'll go 3 ways to the flop.
You're about to get
3 players?
There's a possibility. Yeah. If they both win, his hand or throw it.
Flop comes king high, a couple of clubs.
no.
Flopping the world,
Nothing, right?
according to the first graphic. The graphic corrects itself. I was gonna say, I didn't think I saw Broadway hit that board. Weather in Houston, good question. Miami theater guy. It is currently, I mean, it was foggy this morning, of course. It's gotten a little colder over the last few days, but it's been a very pleasant day today. See the 70 degrees, little overcast skies.
Get fucked, man. Wait, was that the best hand?
I hope the weather out there in Florida is just as good as the pictures I see from everybody posting on Instagram.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you.
And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a quick dealer change. So while we do that, we'll briefly step away and you'll hear from Moneymaker himself back right after this.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
Of course, plenty of great events on the horizon for the Moneymaker Tour. And the first event, a whole lot of fun, was the Older Than Moneymaker Championship event. Only qualifications to play that, you got to be 48 years old or older.
Surprisingly, we actually played $5 ball pots here.
Oh, really?
Makes a lot to keep.
Oh, he make one? Yeah. And that's why he was up a lot.
Okay, I'll put that in now.
You think they were moving back count?
No.
Every half an hour, there's five.
Yeah, I heard about that too, Gods of Despair. This is actually going to be my second Texas winter. And the first one that I experienced was up in San Antonio. Now down here in Houston. And I heard some horror stories about that ice storm in 21. So I'm hoping we don't have to experience that.
That's the money maker. It's one of the.
They're having one him on this one. He's actually.
Also heard that the city itself tends to shut down should the weather get that bad.
150, it's a 2-day, I think.
Some Biloxi right now. Hopefully I should be back by it's like an hour from New Orleans.
Is that the bow?
EK with King 10, gonna bump it up to 200. Drew with a suited ace, wants no part of it. Bigger suited ace. Or Noah wants it to be 500 to go.
This is the only reason why I get Moscow Mule for the copper code.
I like it.
So we go heads up to the flop. Flop comes 10 high. So top pair and second kicker for PK. And he's going to lead out, wasting no time.
Yeah. You're in.
And 500 to go. Noah's going to fold. Any possibility there with ace-jack of hearts. So good sized pot being pushed the way of PK.
It definitely depends on this one.
Tuesday is the 10th order now?
No, just sometimes whenever like a guest comes in. 40.
You see, that was such a foreign concept to me too, because I grew up out in the Seattle area, so learning that just some cities just can't handle colder temperatures.
This is like one of the biggest.
And it was baffling to me when I was hearing all these stories. You know, up there you could be completely iced over, but you still gotta fight your way through downtown traffic with it being 21 degrees and icy all over the place up there.
No, 40, sorry. Yeah, we can do as many straddles for any amount. Up to the viewer.
Matt, you gotta win a hand, buddy.
You see two players are still holding
Was like,
their knit buttons. Matt, one of them.
don't you have to go to the bathroom? Here, cheers, man, cheers.
I see a foot of snow. Wow. Yeah. City would not salt the streets. Wow.
I wish I had 7 years.
We go heads up to the flop here. Jamie and PK going to war. The flop comes queen high. Gutter ball for PK, looking for a 4. Top pair for Jamie, facing a bet of 300. He's just going to flat here as we go to the turn. 5 will give a pair to PK to work with. But we'll miss everything on the river. Goes check, check. Jamie takes it down. Yeah, I heard actually, JD. A couple of my buddies were talking to me earlier in the day.
You're probably gonna just win.
No. You can't straddle your whole stack. You gotta take out 5. Because otherwise it's a blind hand. You gotta keep 5.
Okay, keep 5 behind.
Yeah, then you don't get an option if you straddle
You have
the
to
stack.
have-
So you
might
It is Matt and Ambrose, the final 2 players, holding their knit buttons.
I did that yesterday. In the tournament. I had a blind shove by one chip behind. So I could fold.
Couple of 4s now for Matt. Could be a chance for him to get rid of it.
That's called chip bumping. It's against the rules.
I asked him what to do.
Amit with 9-8 off suit.
He did not say surrender your stack.
There's no need to go. Again, 200 is the bet. Droove with ace high and one of Matt's 4s.
You just have to play a hand.
But, oh wow, 10s.
Keep doing that commentary, bro. You need more chips.
650.
Is this a blind? Or is
Does bump it up to 650. Ambrose has himself a suited ace, so he could be smelling an opportunity. Does end up folding. Meanwhile, back to Matt. He's going to jam all in. Snap called from, oh wow. So a couple of pocket pairs going to war.
I appreciate that. Wow.
You got a big pair?
I hope you win, but you suck.
You know, there's only 1-4 left. One of them was folded by Droove, who folded ace-4 offsuit. Turn comes the 7, so drawing paper thin. Mortal pair 7, so 10s are good. As you see there, that graphic is not going to be correct. Did pop up there again. We know Matt did not win that hand, so apologies to everybody at home. So Ambrose and Matt still holding their knit buttons.
Barrels on 28.
Somebody like draw. Look at the edge of it. Yeah, it's hand. Did Chris did it? I think he did, or his son. Does he have kids? He does.
So the Texas Card House chip runner, big shout out to him. That's Nick Yaws up there.
Yeah, I think he would come for a main event.
Yeah, I've talked about this on stream before. I thought at 6'4" I was tall. Then I come into work for TCH and find out that I'm not the tallest by far. Yeah, I'm towered over by the Catman, by Nick, you just saw on camera. Of course, Daryl Jackson as well. Of course, we're 4/5 of the way to a pretty killer starting 5 for a company basketball team. Three ways, a king high flop, couple of clubs. So Matt with the club draw takes it to the turn, ends up getting a jack instead. Does Thunder out in front, does have second pair, opportunity for a flush still going to the river.
Is that an angle? Like, should I not? I'm thinking on the turn. On the turn to like. I don't know. Well, yeah.
That's why you did it?
Yeah.
I was like, what angle, like, how could that possibly be?
Game over.
To give him a chance to.
You see there, and now for sure the graphic is correct now, as Matt took down the pot there. Ambrose going to have to splash the pot for 400. That would be cool, gotta despair. I'd love to do something like that. You know, at these church softball leagues or even company softball leagues.
Actually, it's not bad. I can just win this hand. Exactly. If I win this hand, down. Yeah. So it's fun. Yeah. Like it does look crazy. It's not such a hand. Yeah. So it's Ambrose's ball. Your money up there? Used to be my money. I know someone's for the people. Now it's free parking.
Suited Dolly Parton for Wes, and now Ace Jack for Drew.
You guys play Monopoly like that? Free parking? Oh, you used to, dude. All the board money goes in there? Yeah. Me too. That's why the game just keeps going forever? Yeah. Let's go.
Amit with King Trey of clubs. Gonna make the call. He'll stick around. 9-8 offsuit for PK, and now Wes with his 9-5 will stick around as well. Flop comes Deuce Trey 4. So Wes ends up open-ended. Pair of trays for Amit. Wheel draw for Drew. Going to be 350 to go. Pot bloats to a little over 2,300. Drew will be chased away, so we go heads up. You see Wes's 9 outs there at the top of your screen. The Queen of Spades, however, is not one of them. So he does have the same 9 outs going to this river. Is a great card for West to try and represent, though. And whoa, a big bet. It's to be a $1,000 bet. I like it. I like it. And with just a pair of trays, see if Ahmet can muster a call. And we'll find it. 1,025. The bet pot bloats to over, or just under 44. The 7 of hearts hitting the river will and not help. We're going to take a look here. West going to put in a big bet. And there's the call, so Ahmet. What a call indeed. Again, the graphic showed West Wing. There we go, that's better. And you see the stack now of Ahmet now cresting 15,000. Boy, a $12,000 pot. Boy, action, we have an abundance of it here at TCH Houston. Again, the 5-10 infinity game. You look here, and now the stacks and earnings up a little over 10 grand as we draw to the end of our first hour of coverage. Meanwhile, Wes in the 9 seat, throwing the party down 8,100.
Bear on 28.
I wish you could see outside a little more. Like having it all blacked out like that.
Yeah, we referenced it earlier, but always looking for more players for our live stream games. And you can get on the wait list for our regular in-house cash games as well. Yeah, scan that QR code there at the bottom right of your screen. Get you on the wait list. When we talk about the abundance of games, ranging all the way from 1-2 no limit up to our 5-10 infinity here. We've also had some 1-2-5 PLO. 1-3 PLO, of course, round of each for those aficionados in both games. Bottom line is we got something for everybody.
I normally go.
I was supposed to. Yeah, he's got 20 hours.
That's PLO.
Yeah, I've never played
And Ambrose with ace-10. It's going to flat the 75 here. Ahmet with 6-4 of hearts, running hot to say the absolute least. Here in the first hour as the flop will come queen, queen, 5. And oh wow, gonna bet 100 after seeing that flop. It will chase everybody away in the process. But again, hope everybody is enjoying their Thursday evening. Hope everybody's as entertained as I am so far through the first hour of our stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. And also, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Don't miss any action from any streaming Texas Card House location from across the Lone Star State. And with 3 locations streaming, we got action for you just about every night.
whatever we decide.
Yeah, let's do it. Whenever Drew says it's okay.
This hand? It's up to the table, like how often you guys want to do
I
it.
just want to do it as soon as it's over.
We actually, the last time, we actually did it
And
probably,
oh wow, red aces this time.
4 or 5 times or something like that, yeah.
I think last time was
Gonna make it 200 to go.
whatever the next dealer changes, you start a new one.
A second.
PK with a natural 9 will stick around. Wes has king queen off suit, and he's gonna bump it up again.
Guys, I'm really stoked.
Gonna make it 1,000 to go. And boy, this is gonna be a night of woes the way he's running.
Definitely an angle.
Dude, fully on turn is part of the game, I feel like.
With an express purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have at least just been like, oh my god, there's no way I can.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Cost him 800 to make this call. Of course, we know it's not going to end up that way. He's going to go ahead, jam all in for just under 6
I
grand.
mean, I don't know what to do here with this stack. Like, it's weird. What am I gonna do? Raise it to 2,500 and then have, you know,
I
like.
guess you could have just folded, I guess.
No, it's just
Way to win.
Yeah, I mean.
Show that. Show it.
Will
Screwed up.
holds
Like,
the hand. Shows the
yeah, it's
aces.
just, it's a screwed up hand.
We could have you could have folded and we'd say it live in the biggest fold ever. It was a mystery. You
Again, the players that know each other very well, always great to hear the table talk.
You think they'll change his TVs for us? I don't really care about what level of blind it's.
I mean,
It's whatever it wants.
What's the blinds are actually 300.
I mean, I guess I could have raised like 2,100 and then, you know.
And then I can be like, what do I do?
He's cracking in with the TV. Change. We get the game.
I thought I had to
Baywatch. Baywatch. Don't.
And definitely the most obscure show that's ever been asked for. I mean, Ambrose wants to watch Baywatch. He's going to be able to watch Baywatch. We'll make it happen.
No, that's a strike.
Are you gonna do this all night, Ambrose? I think I'm raising from 10 to 50 into the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an ace queen of spades or Matt. There we go. PK with queen 10 will stick around. Wes has got himself some suited connectors. This time he's going to flat them.
Now we're getting cracked.
So 4 ways we go to the flop. Ace, king, 4, couple of hearts. So Wes with the heart draw. Top pair for Matt. Gutter ball to a jack for PK.
I'm not sure about this one.
Guys, you're making me feel uncomfortable right now. I don't like it.
And we don't lose anybody. The board pairs kings. That completes Wes's flush.
Yeah, we are playing the tournament right now because we have the 2 TVs.
And an
Playing
ace
600 right now.
would seem it does go check through, and now the board will pair again. So again, Wes with his flush will take down everything else. And the pair of aces, the closest competition. It looks like it does go checked all the way down. So a small flush there with 6, 7 of hearts is what it'll take. As Wes will begin the slow climb back into the black and is down 8,100 going into that hand.
Even now.
You have the same hand as last time? Different colors?
No. I really had king queen last time. They were just playing out the same way, so it's the same hand to throw them off.
And we'll have some more tournament poker for you. Yeah, a couple nights. We'll have the final table of the ladies event broadcasted here from TCH Houston. And don't have a true start time for that final table yet. It'll happen when the final table happens. The risk of sounding, what's the word I'm looking for? Sounding uninformative. I guess I'll go with that. Ace king now for Wes. We'll bump it up. Be about 450. And now ace queen suited for Drew. This is another one of those hands that can get bloody. And 1 enough needs to be 975 now. Ambrose will fold the best hand in poker, 7 deuce. Chase Jamie away. Wes gonna jam all in. Drew with the snap call. So off we go. This pot, $15,560. Away we go. The 10 high board looks good for ace king thus far. To the turn, 7. Drew drawing to 4%, 1 out, and that won't do it. So Wes able to make up some ground there. He does felt Drew did not have nearly as much as Wes did in his stack. So it showed the pot at 15,000. So a little overzealous on my part. I apologize.
Depends if I commit myself. If I have half my stack in.
Yeah.
Just for the memes. I was like, I wanted to jam, but then you didn't really
need 1 live card.
I was like,
You had 2 live cards.
I know.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just like,
100%.
are you drawing a 1 pair or 2 pair?
What
That's
bad
only
read?
You need a 2 pair or 1 pair. That's all. That's all you need.
oh yeah.
20 on 2, 40 on 3.
Yeah. But they look
They said that even
Four fold.
other, because the greens, the sides are so different, people can still tell. Nobody for
Get you a quick update from the main card room. And the Flight B of the 150K guarantee now has 49 combatants fighting it out. Still an hour and a half to register. So if you're looking for some good tournament poker, come on through. $300 buy-in for your chance of the lion's share of a $150,000. Oh, wow, with Big Slick of his own. And Wes doubling up with that. Not one hand to go. And Mitt with ace high of his own. Decides he wants to stick around. PK with 8-6 says no thank you. So we'll go heads up to the flop. Flop comes queen high. And I'm Mitt with the only heart to speak of. Backdoor heart outs. You can see.
But he was brushing. Like,
Looking for a 10 right now, unless he can pick up some outs on the turn.
Nick, he owed you money?
See if Nick goes this way.
650 the bet.
Go right, go right.
I wasn't sure what that was.
It's like catering for the tournament.
He will stick around, see what he can catch here on the turn. And there is 110 left, as you can see, the top left of your screen.
They said what? You said
Does pick up outs, though, with the 4 of hearts hitting the turn. Goes from 1 out to 5 outs.
cheaper than ordering DoorDash.
Yeah, when you count everything.
They load it up. Like, it's pretty loaded when they play it.
Queen to the river will not help. So, oh wow, in good shape here. See what kind of value he goes for. If any at all, really. Both players with ace high, but oh wow, with a better ace high.
No, purple is 500.
The link. Oh, do tell. I must have missed that one. And I do know he's a very solid player. So I know that the hero calls he makes going to be pretty incredible. So I do want to know this story.
Give me one red chip.
I'll wait for the whatever.
I wouldn't care.
No, I know. I've heard that. I've only seen that happen. Are you just 10 Noah, or are you? Buzz, right?
Oh,
I know you're bad.
You know what is bad?
No, I know he's bad.
dude, I mumble a lot. And
Yeah, you what? I think it's fine.
sometimes when we're in food,
Every
and somebody asks me
yeah,
my name, I
just
say
one time
no,
I'd love
they-
it
they-
if you went.
they- more than once
I
they
think
go,
it's fun, too.
did you just say no?
What's your name? No.
Boy, ace king for Ambrose now.
Straight up no.
Couple of trays for Jamie. He wants to stick around. See a flop with him. Boy, and now I'm in with ace queen. Another good one brewing.
They're just right.
And lots of action tonight in the 5-10 Infinity game. And big thanks to all of y'all who just joined us. Hope your Thursday evening is off to a fantastic start. What better way to accompany a fantastic evening than with some fantastic no-limit hold'em action?
You better call that. You better call it so you don't have to show.
Yeah.
4 8 lose the bucket. 25.
Yeah, exactly.
625.
And beautiful. Actually, I think I may have heard something, but I heard something about Buffalo. So now it looks like I got both ends of the story. I appreciate that, the link. We'll finally go through. Heads up to the flop, ace king against ace queen. The flop comes queen high, so this time ace queen getting the best of it. And just gonna flat with it is Amit. Oh, absolutely gross as the king hits the turn. Ambrose will check it over. Amit goes with a bet of 650.
I'm so sure it doesn't matter.
And now Ambrose going to jam all in.
Yeah, 22 cents.
$2,210. And Amit with the call. Here we go. Another big pot. 6,300 in the middle.
What is he asking?
And drawing the one out.
question is that?
I'm not going to lie. I saw the paint. And I almost freaked out with that jack of
We're
diamonds.
destined to lose anyways. I got so lucky, dude.
Absolutely. Ambrose.
Thank you. Holy crap, I got lucky on this.
Ace king holding up tonight.
He's like,
I really wish that would be the case when I played it.
Commentary, so good.
We have like
Okay, maybe he has queen king.
king.
new gameplay. Yeah,
4 has 20, 5 has 40.
he's on the king.
Again, if you're looking for an opportunity to play in the main event of the Moneymaker Tour, we do have a satellite this evening that will start at 9 o'clock. Cards in the air at TCH Houston. Registration will be open until about 11:15.
Epic gets on the turn. He's been good all year.
I thought you were gonna say yeah. Growth spurt.
Yeah, during the
And they are guaranteeing one seat.
9 rated to 100. 1 and 2, 3 fold. 4 fold.
Nits.
Show us how it's done, Wes.
Oh, good bluff, good bluff.
Down like Noah. Windmill that shit.
In Drew's face.
Yeah.
You have the best.
5 has 20.
Yeah. Wash his hands. Wash his hands. Wash his hands, dude.
Your eyes are marked.
Yeah, wow. Boy, it's like they can't give this hand away. Wow. Ace King for Matt. If you can't make it out for the evening flight this evening for the 150K guarantee, we got 2 more flights for you tomorrow. The first one will kick off at noon. Yeah, it's a 30,000 chip starting stack. $300 buy-in, 150K guarantee, 25-minute levels. Yeah, and then you're encouraged to play as many flights as possible. You got a bag bonus of $1,200 per bag. And you'll take your biggest bag into day 2, of course. The rest will be sold for $1,200. Ambrose with a suited ace-jack, not going to be at the table to play it, however. Jamie's got a suited ace of his own in spades. So we go 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes queen high, rainbow, queen 10 tray. Ace high is still out in front, and now a pair of aces thunders out to the lead. See everybody else drawing dead. Most they can hope for is a little pair of their own. Jamie going to call with his pair of aces to the river we go. The 8 of clubs will seal the deal for Jamie. See if Drew elects to fire at it again after firing that turn. Reaching for some betting chips. Goes 325 into 500. And I don't see a raise, I don't see a fold. It's going to have to be a call from Jamie with top pair, and there it is.
You can pay card or it's got to be cash?
You could do card. So they said it's 18 cash and chips, but it's either of them or it's like 17 degrees. What is it? I don't know. So that's okay.
Either way, it's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, however you want to do
Yeah,
it.
that and that's yours. Yeah.
Okay.
What do they say? Credit card is more?
Cheaper to use a card.
Cheaper. I've never heard that. That doesn't make sense. I've never heard anything cheaper.
They rounded up to make it easier to pick the chips.
And meanwhile, in the main card room, we got some 1-2 no limit action, 1-3 going as well. Seats open. So come on through, get your name on the list.
You're basically on the button.
Flop comes 10 high, a couple of clubs.
You done? You're done? You got 8 sections?
He's depressed because that's the best
Pair of
hand.
5s for Matt as the king will hit the turn and check to the river we go. Tray of diamonds.
All night.
So a wheel or a mitt.
Can't look down at too bad. I guess it's all a matter of perspective.
And he will take it down, showing that wheel.
That was a big hand for a left spot.
And for those cash tables, of course, get here during the day for the progressive high hands. And 4 opportunities to win some free money at TCH Houston from noon to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and of course, 3 to 4. If the high hand is not hit, it will roll over to the next day. For example, Looks like tomorrow, if somebody takes down the noon to 1 high hand, they will be collecting a cool bonus of $500.
This guy's been here for like 30 minutes. I need different guy. Can't recognize it. Well, the passage of time in my head has been pretty long. Please give me a hand I can hold. Please give him a hand he can hold. We got a double shot? Triple shot?
Three raises to 555.
Oh, wow, with a pair of 5s, we'll bump it up. Makes it 555 to go. Well, you gotta wonder if he's broadcasting to the world what he's holding. 555 for your 5s.
555.
Yeah, there it is. Right there.
He's gonna hit set.
And it looks like with that, we will have ourselves a dealer change. We will welcome in Miss Helen, and while we do so, we shall step away. You'll hear from Chris one more time. Back after this.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
So we welcome Miss Helen into the box.
Now I know what to do. Got these long sleeves for a reason.
Hide it?
Nah, I didn't say that.
We're bringing
If Jamie was cheating, so would tell us, like Ambrose was, you know?
I would tell you guys if I cheated.
Yeah.
We're both wearing glasses.
And for those just joining us, where have you been? It's been electrifying. First hour and a half of tonight's frivolities.
I could keep. He's got 5K in front of him.
In big pots, rough beats. Good bluffs, too. Noah with a suited ace-4. Gonna raise. Looks like they got the knit buttons back out. And for those who missed the first knit game, how they're playing it is the loser will splash the pot $400 after the game has concluded. Ambrose was on the short end of the stick for it in the first round. See how it goes here the second time they play this evening. Definitely won't be the last time. As the flop comes Jack high, Jack 8-9. And why not? Board pairs jacks on the turn. Jamie with his 6s senses something afoul. Wes with 9 outs, and now an ace will hit the river, so Wes will take it down after sucking out on the river.
Yeah.
I thought he said check.
I thought he said check.
He said check.
You said 2 here? Oh yeah. And I was just like, so I was debating if I would check it. You're not calling, so it's all good.
Gesundheit, Jamaican Will.
Who's the 200? Albert's the 200? 50, 100. Ambrose is going. Let me just lose the most I can lose in the net game on this. He needs the 400 so he can fix it.
And starting at 2 p.m. on Saturday will be the ladies event, a $240 buy-in with a $10K guarantee. So ladies, big opportunity to take home some money for you. Again, $10K guarantee, $240 buy-in. Be another $30K starting stack for you. We get into the weekend, of course. We'll have more flights every day for the $150K guarantee. So we have yet another hand with Ace King. That is Jamie, who wakes up with it this time. Ace Jack for PK. And when all the dust settles, we go in 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes jack high, a couple of spades. So top pair, top kicker for PK. Facing 250 to make this call. Looks like he's... Furthest thing from his mind is just a call here. He's going to go ahead and raise it up. Makes it 950 to go. Queen tray for Drew, but no chance. Jamie going to fold ace king. And now top pair with an 8. That is Ahmed. You see he's drawing to 1 out. That is the 8 of diamonds. And not 30 minutes ago, we saw Ahmet stack cresting the $15,000 mark. Has since come back down to earth a little bit, flying too close to the sun for some time. They will end up making the call, 950. Top bloats to 2,510. And speaking of tens, there's the 10 of spades on the turn. It gives PK even more opportunity with the ace of spades. Gesundheit again, Jamaican well. And PK gonna bet 2,500 at it. That is gonna force a mitt out of the pot.
Wes.
Well, he showed him, so he has to show everyone.
Wes.
Yeah, anyways, you had a mid button, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
You showed him.
Wes.
thank you. Yeah, I would have forgot to show for the nickname.
Yeah, the table not happy. Wes reminding him to show. He'll relinquish his nit money. We take a look now at the VPIP for tonight so far. The biggest VPIP on Met with 43%. Noah been the most timid player so far. Adamir 16%. Yeah, middle of the pack hanging around that 35 to 30%. 38 for West tonight. Ambrose at 23. And speaking of Ambrose, wakes up with 9s from under the gun +2. He'll make it 150 to go.
Bet under the gun by the nit.
By the loser of the nickname.
Loses the last name.
I'm not losing this one.
PK will stick around.
Not losing the next one.
Queen 10 suited for Noah. You know, like Beetlejuice, we said his name too many times. We were talking about VPIP, now finds himself in a 4-way pot, 615 in the middle.
Yeah, do the monologue, man. What's in your head? What's in Ambrose's?
And wow, 9 in the window. So flopping a set with those 9s is Ambrose. Of course, we can see it.
I have range advantage.
Everybody else not catching too much. Perhaps a gutter ball for Noah. That's about it. He's going to fold away. Oh, wow, with 10 trays. Says no way.
Yes,
I can draw out of that.
You had 8 tonight?
I guess you'll never know.
He had ace something. I don't know. He had ace something.
I should have known.
He showed a 9.
God damn
Here the updated
Talk about the nickname, man.
He gets half his vote though.
Nick game stats. West, Ambrose, and PK are all safe from having to pay $400. And it will be paid out as a splash pot. They will play when the game is over. Amit with a pair of fives, going to bump it up to an even 100. And here we go, Drew with suited ace 10. Got to bump it up to 350 himself. Oh, wow. And Ambrose will fold. And Amit wanting to get rid of his nit button as well. So we go heads up, 770 in the middle. Both players still involved in the nit game as it comes king high rainbow. Backdoor diamonds, an opportunity for Drew. Mitt will fold his 5, so Drew will relinquish his nit button.
Yeah, see you guys later.
C4, Straddles 100. C5, Straddles 40.
I don't know. How about
That won't miss the 10.
Everybody just say what your first card is.
We can all play one face up this hand.
40.
It's like crazy this hand. You never know. Stay with this right here. Nice fold, Jason, probably.
1 fold, 2 fold.
You can fold, don't worry.
Oh, wow, with ace jack.
200. 4 fold.
This whole hand's
Might as well just build a big one, you know? That way everybody.
And there is a correction. And Ambrose didn't actually show his hand. He showed one card and mucked the other. So he's still involved
really disappointed that one guy's really
with the nit game festivities.
They're more happy than sad.
That's true.
4 fold, 5 fold. Marco.
Jack of diamonds to the turn. And makes me wonder about the read there, unless there's 2 Jack of diamonds in this deck. Gotta be an issue there. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be folding if he had top pair anyway, so Ambrose will take the pot down.
I had no diamond.
Yeah, it looks like he did show this time, so he can get rid of the nit button.
20.
In my head, I've already got Ambrose's commentary like playing for me without him speaking. He was like, overcard, turn diamond, time to start bluffing.
My commentary is very basic. It's like,
Dude, I'm so sad we didn't get to do that.
I don't understand.
That was so fun.
I was so hyped. Why didn't they let you do it?
I don't know.
Honestly, the
something
last
about promotion.
the last response I got was that they wanted to make sure they did their promotions for this tournament, and so they wanted their guys doing it.
Guys, we gotta just do it live.
I think you could just like
Do it live.
Drew,
record
do
a
it.
promotion.
Dude, they should do,
recorded ad.
they should call
And
us
you
in for
play it every
interviews
15.
over the hands we just played.
Oh, yeah.
Every dealer change would be good, actually.
6 fold. 7 fold.
It seemed like it.
8 raise.
What's the delay? Like half an hour? That's it? Oh, wow.
3 fold.
That is tight.
3
I'm
fold.
gonna take for 15 minutes.
4 fold.
Or go take a walk.
Do you think it would encourage the game to be better if we streamed the live stream on this TV?
No, they used to do that in Austin, and it was distracting.
It's distracting.
Plus, it is distracting. The whole table was watching.
They just watched the stream.
Makes sense.
King, king 10 on this flop.
And actually, what's
Jamie
the play,
connecting
and all of a
with the
sudden
10, not too much else. 9 now adds a club draw into the mix. Or that is, oh wow, holding the Jack 7 of clubs.
5 fold.
Jamie's 2 pair does block it. So we go heads up to the river. And there it is, the flush complete. The bet now is 425 from Oh Wow, who rivered the flush. And Jamie just going to pay him off here. And definitely one of those hands you're going to have to pay him off. Picked up the flush draw on the turn and then completed on the river. So friends, don't go anywhere. I got to step away for a quick second. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty of action here on the TCH live stream.
Straddle 20, right?
Yeah.
6 straddle 20.
No, I used to do the game for a long time at the other location for a couple of years, and I did it at Prime. But right now, we just started doing this quite once a month or something.
Once or twice a month would be great.
350.
I know I play that other location on Tuesdays and Fridays, so
Oh, you play there Tuesdays and Fridays?
well, I started to on Tuesdays. It's really good because they got so many tables that like you're pretty likely to get stacks of your table.
This ring location is like
There's like quite a few. We just have one guy in every table that plays this
Yeah,
game
they make it big.
online and
And they have matches stacked everywhere. Most games. Oh, 1-3? Oh, that's good. They have matches stacked. You can grow big fast.
so if like if me and Jamie
Right there, 1500.
well
Yeah.
we can
Yeah, and that's when you win it on.
games are a lot. That's just fun. You see something with 200, 300, that's what? If someone has that stack, you're like, that's not normal. It's very easy, Paul.
But don't count 4.
Dude, you get on or it's gonna mess up your metrics.
I added on 2000.
We add on 2000. C1 adding 2000 more.
What do you mean?
Is it here already?
It's already here.
Is it coming? It's already here.
Good call. I was gonna muck the line.
C7, straddle 20.
If you hold it, I wasn't gonna show.
Right. You're gonna keep your butt.
Yeah. Sicko.
Jamie, you think you're too good?
9-4,
I'm not good enough, obviously.
9-4.
Oh, I had it on 2,000.
Yeah, I don't do that. C5 also adding to that. Okay, 4 players.
Fucking thing, like, you always gotta play the hand when you just add on money. Like, I swear it's every time.
You don't add on money to fold.
You gotta test them out. You gotta test out the new chips. See if they're lucky or not.
One chip.
Dude, I didn't even know he still played poker, honestly. I thought he had like retired. Cause didn't he get like crushed? Like high stakes poker?
Yeah, he doesn't play every day.
He's never really played big.
I mean, he knows who he is.
I think he makes money in the games he plays.
Yeah.
And
He knows he's not like, he's been a poker ambassador forever. He's not trying to play the highest.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, like Daniel,
He's just an ambassador.
Daniel Negreanu lost money too last year. Like a lot of.
Well, he got crushed in tournaments, but I saw him play those live stream games and he did pretty well with cash. Except for the heads up game.
So the heads up.
So again, back here, apologies, I had to step away for a quick
So how
second.
much do they play for? Like,
You see the stacks and earnings now. Oh, wow, Thunder is out in front with 6,600 so far in earnings. Wes is still trending in the right direction, but started off the evening on a rough note, to say the absolute least.
but wasn't there like
And Ace King again, the hand of the night, it seems.
Heads up tournament? You might be right.
I don't think it was a tournament.
Ambrose going to flat with his sixes.
I'm talking about.
And would you look at that? Kings for Amit.
Like Helmy's played.
Cause they did play Helmy's too.
Yeah, and he played.
And with the Kings, bumps it up to 600 to go. Noah now facing an option here. He's going to go ahead and omit the veil entirely. He's going all in.
There's sitting go format, there's a cash game. Blinds us late to this cash.
But how much are they?
And then you're forced to play, well, they get bigger and bigger, so you're forced to, you win. How does that work? Win, you can leave after you win.
Will chase Ambrose's sixes away. Amit, of course, gonna make this call.
Which means sort of like,
And there it is. So Ace King against Kings.
But I'm just saying, like, how much are they paying for? Yeah. Because they know they're you either lose
goes
it
up
or
to a
you
million,
win.
the biggest one's a million. So it goes to 100,000.
Oh yeah, I always go once.
Then it goes to like 2.
As you look at there now, a 10. Be devastating. Set the board now, pairing nines. So looking for 4 outs. Ace or a 10, and the tray of clubs will give Amit a good win here. And it looks like, according to the graphic here, it is Jamie who will be losing the stand-up game this time.
I'm giving you. You remember how much in the elite days?
No, yeah.
That was
Dollars count?
No.
So good against you.
You used to run so good.
Is that why you asked
And in
about
doing so, he will splash the pot. That's going to actually be 400, not 40.
really messed up?
Yeah. So she has
I
10.
think so. I think after that game.
We'll see that added to the next pot. And 60 entries so far now in Flight B. Sorry, Joseph. Had to step away for just a moment. Hope everything's okay, my friend.
We all take it for granted. We're like, this will be here forever.
And the 5-10 Infinity game.
The Kilo Sharks were like, hey, I play over here. Your buddy played like 1-3 Hold'em. Only had like TCAs and stuff. I tried playing in other places and stuff. It's like really bad.
It'll test your confidence in humanity and yourself.
Dude, like I was, but I'm like, I won $100.
Of course, for those who missed the beginning of the stream, we do have a mandatory straddle, and at minimum, it has to be $20. But there is no limit to what it can be. You could straddle all in if you truly wanted to. And as Oh Wow put it, so carefully at the beginning. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can.
Looks good. I wouldn't want that.
And Kojak off suit for Wes. We'll make it 350 to go. Drew and Matt both going to fold ace high. Amit with 9-7 says no thank you. And just around the corner is the main event of the Moneymaker Tour Stop. Again, it's a $1,500 buy-in. Your chance at the lion's share of $250,000 in the process. In the first couple trophy events, a huge success. Again, the 75K one-day tournament ended this morning around 8 a.m. And that 75K guarantee turned into a prize pool of $108,600. Total of 362 entries. Amit with pocket jacks. Ambrose with king queen. And oh wow, he's going to fold his suited ace-6. Ambrose can't handle the heat anymore. Jamie going to make the call with 5 tray of spades. So heads up we go. And wow, a couple of spades on the flop. Second pair for Amit, at least in his perspective. And he's going to bet 500 at it. And we know Jamie will be sticking around here. A little under the radar with his 5 tray of spades. And now to the turn we go. An 8. 8 of diamonds. Again, a blocker to the spades in the hand of Amit, the jack of spades. 7 outs for Jamie. And the 4 of clubs wasn't one of them. See if he elects to take a shot at this. Does. He goes with a good sizing, 2K. And there's the snap call. So Amit going to continue to grow his stack in the right direction.
Can you think about it first? Like, at least let me think, like, maybe it was a good bet.
Take that.
Let me think that it was a good bet.
You would only think about reasons.
And then I owe.
And Jamie trying the bluff on the river. Amit immediately snap calling.
This is good.
Do you have a bucket? Say 5,000? 5,000.
Like Jamie's going to add another 5K to the stack. Amit, a lie detector this week, indeed. Again, he didn't even think, but just snapped it off, regardless of the bet size on the river.
Was that time? He just like out of nowhere, like you guys have never talked before, starts picking on you like crazy. That was like every time. Really? I don't know. I played
Jamie gonna bump it up, makes it 200 to go with ace 10.
You're 5K behind?
Yeah.
Ace 9 of diamonds for oh wow. Definitely gonna want to see a flop with it. Ambrose is in. We go 3 ways to the flop. 6-15 in their pre. A flop comes 9 high, so top pair, top kicker for oh wow. Everybody else just with some overcards. It does check through, and now 4 of clubs. And not going to change much. Here comes the bet now from Oh Wow with top. Ambrose and Jamie with overs to the board. That's about it.
I talk to Nick sometimes.
And Jamie going to stick around, wants to see a river. And Jamie drawing the 2 outs, the 2 10s, and the deuce of clubs won't be able to help him in any way, shape, or form.
Catch me off stream, bro.
Off screen over is crazy.
Value bet incoming, 375.
This, but it had Versace in the side. I was like, Versace! He's like, no, that's not what I'm showing you.
Yeah.
He was, I guess he came and played a champion. I didn't know that.
Recently?
Yeah, I recorded recently.
Oh, really?
I actually thought it was just, I was like, oh, we need to get a hold of him to come play this game.
Dude, I heard.
And Jamie will find the fold button with ace high, and don't really see how he could make a call there, or even if he tried to make a bluff at it. And see 2 hands in a row he'd be snapped off on.
He was like committed to playing literally queen plus.
Yeah, he was with the ace so.
Yeah, so like, but like when he first came in, he was just playing everything.
Yeah, solution you show the whatever as a boy.
It was just so weird. Like he dumped probably like 50 to 100K, and then played like a bit and played maybe like 3K. It's like, what's the angle?
Yeah, the first day I was up there in Dallas and I played with him the first day, and I couldn't figure out if he was just like a rich guy or a pro. I couldn't figure it out. He was just flashing around. And then next day I saw him sitting and he was playing like 1-3 with like $400 in it. And I was so confused because we were just been playing 5-10 the night before.
Yeah.
And 9s for Wes. Oh wow, with ace queen, ace deuce suited for Amit. And wow, top pair with the nut flush draw for Amit. Top pair, better kicker for Oh wow, however. And Wes just hanging out there, bringing up the rear of the pack with pocket 9s. He is going to call the bet from Amit. Meanwhile, Oh wow with ace queen will stick around as well, so the pot bloats to 1,865. 3 players to the turn. And there's the 10 of diamonds. See the percentage now. Oh wow, just needing to fade a club. Does have the queen of clubs as a blocker. Instead, the board will pair 8. So Oh wow, in good shape. It does check through. Wow. And Oh wow stack continuing to build. Now just under 14 grand. You see Amit at 14 grand exactly. And probably plus or minus a couple hundred. Up 9K. Wes still throwing the party. Again, not as bad as it was. He was down $8,100 for a while. So he is trending in the right direction. Gotta despair. I gotta agree with you. I thought that was going to get a lot crazier on that river. I was shocked to see it check all the way through. You're going to have to tell your dad about the value he potentially missed there from Amit. And PK's got the Rockets.
Oh, easy game.
Does take it down pre-flop. Nobody wants to play with him.
Is that a straddle?
It's Straddle 40.
And Straddle was 40. Oh wow, with 7-5 offsuit. Says the stakes are not high enough. Makes it 200 to go. Jamie with 10-9 offsuit will make the call. So we will go heads up to the flop.
Still saying, like, we don't need to ask every time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just 3-bet him.
Yeah.
Flop comes 9-5 tray. So top pair for Jamie, pair of fives for oh wow.
Get in the box.
225 to go through. We go to the turn. Now Jamie with top 2 pair. Yeah, I like it. Gonna check it again. Allow oh wow to continue to be aggressive. And he was the pre-flop aggressor. He bet the flop. No reason to think he's not gonna bet the turn here.
They should.
Gonna bet 675. And just gonna flat it again, see if he can get another street of aggressiveness from oh wow, as he'll fill up on the river. 2,265 in the middle. He may have the sense that he won't be paid if he checks it over. And there we go. We'll see if he fires again. Does go check, check. Nine's full. And he will relinquish the knit button in the process. Approaching the halfway point of our stream this evening, we'll hear from the man himself once again, back right after this.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
Yeah, that is moneymakerpt.com for the full schedule. You can also go to texascardhouse.com. You can see the full lineup as well, of course, on Poker Atlas.
All eyes on that. That's looking good. We gotta let them win, Albert.
You're supposed to ask if it's a straddle or not.
Yeah, I know. Here, let's do this. Strip up.
3, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4.
Another 40 minutes.
Or do we want them to?
I would say they have to.
And at the halfway point, Wes Tucker here keeping you company throughout tonight's action. It is 5-10 infinity.
That's what we gotta do. Is they get too close because they didn't finish it in the 30th.
But then
We got ourselves a dealer change. We say good night to Miss Helen. And welcome into Rafe as he will take over the dealing duties.
Try that shit next time.
Next time when I don't come.
Another update from the main card room. Total of 63 entries now in Flight B of the 150K guarantee. And still 41 minutes left to register. And we saw 66 in the first flight today. Took 6 players through to day 2. At this point, it looks like we'll be taking a similar number, if not a couple more through to day 2 from Flight B.
He claimed like 12 times, but there were 8 chips or 9 chips.
Jack 10 off suit now for oh wow.
I mean, I've
Gonna
gotten
bump it up, makes it 150 to go. Behind him, Wes with 8-6 off suit wants to see a flop, so we go heads up.
Somehow I'm running good against you, Noah, since yesterday or
Tuesday.
Off comes Jack high.
from what I've heard.
See Wes drawing to a mere 3%.
Not, he doesn't play.
And he can't handle the continuation bet from C3. Yeah, and gotta despair. I know you're still in the chat. Gotta know, with your dad being the 5'10 player, you the 1-2, 1-3 player. When was the last time you actually sat at the same table as him? And what's it like to go heads up against him?
Yeah, but you don't deal with him.
You just feel hungover the next day. You won't even remember that.
Yeah, and then like you'll
Jack 6 of hearts now for Drew.
drive immediately. No time to sober up.
Gonna be folded around there. Queen 9 for Jamie, who just bought in recently again for 5,000
You guys know what's on.
after a illy timed bet against Amit. So we go heads up to the flop. Wes against Jamie.
This game is countered by 2.
Flop comes ace high, rainbow, 8, 7, 4.
I think they're like, alright, you don't play a hand the rest of the stream, I will play a hand the rest of the stream. Alright, you go.
Don't fuck around.
I'll pull one, you pull one.
I saw them go to the bathroom together. I was wondering what they were doing. One time. It's just go all in. I think you just go all in, like blind.
Wow, let's go.
Game starts now.
What do I do with pocket fives? Can't make it 555.
You just lose.
Well,
He would fold because he needs five. I said I'd play. No, he says he doesn't know what to do with seven. I said I would jam the seven.
I like it.
Definitely so. Hope to see you someday at the 5'10 table with him. Would definitely be an awesome story. Be a lot of fun to talk about on air too.
Both my cards are creased, that's all.
When you get to the point where you want to play some 5'10, just let us know. You've got a spot, my friend. You've got a spot.
I'm just looking at
Oh my god, why would they crease those cards?
9 fold, 1, 2 fold. 3 fold, 400. 4 calls.
This is not the intent of Straddles.
Maybe we can get a bunch of limps in here. Somebody
4
misplayed.
players.
Jack high flop, Jack 4 deuce.
4 checks. 5 checks.
And Matt with top pair. We go to the turn, and now we'll turn 2 pair. Jackson 5s. Open ender now for Jamie. All right, I'm going to hold you to that, God of Despair. I'm going to hold you to that as the board pairs 5s. 5s full of jacks. And Mitt is running hot. Came out of the gates firing on all cylinders. Yeah, it looks like this pot here is just going to add to an already tremendous stack. It'll bring them up over 17 grand.
Oh, I think Mir had the other flush draw. Oh, sorry, Brandon had the other flush and over. I mean, every.
And Jamie here, it looks like he's going for another big river bluff. Whereas this time, Amit with the goods, not just a pair. So the human lie detector. Gonna go for it here. There it is, all in.
You're gonna call me with that.
Will force Ambrose away, and now Jamie.
You're gonna call me with that.
And putting in 3,100 as a bluff, no good. Now the stack of Ahmet will crest 19,800. Wow, have a night, Ahmet. And we're only halfway through this. We got a lot of action to go.
He plays bad hands.
See here, Jamie down 6,900. Now throwing the party. Amit up 14 grand, almost 15 grand.
I also had a 3, and I was thinking like. Man,
Oh wow, up 7,300, and Ambrose
and then I turned the turn
up 37 so far.
Yeah, you're no good.
Yeah, make sure you've hit that like button. Go ahead, share it with all your friends too. Make sure they subscribe as well. Because we're seeing some insane pots in this top 10. Well, you look at that. Matt's got queens now. Let's throw those into the fray. He's going to bump it up to 110.
Pretty dirty over there.
Kojak for Amit. You know he's not going anywhere. No, I'm telling you what, the link. I would get fewer complaints myself if I was bringing home that much.
Bro, you saved my bet. There was a chance we got that.
That's true.
Here we got some big hands going to war here. Queens, Kojak, and Ace 10. Matt's going to jam all in with the queens.
6. I was gonna bet like 1K.
We know Amit.
He has to call. He's definitely.
Oh, if he calls, yeah, fuck it. He calls,
910.
fuck it.
Yeah, but he'll just trash.
And Amit contemplating this one here. 910. Emphasizing the nip button. There's the call. And now West with Ace 10. He's going to stick around too. So another big pot ruin. So 3 ways, one player all in. We're gonna have a side pot. The flop comes 10 high. Oh my goodness, top pair for West. It does check through. Jack of clubs. Now giving the club draw some attention, but also gives a pair of jacks to Amit. And now Amit gonna bet 1,000 into it. West with second pair, top kicker. He's gonna make the call as well, so the pot bloats to just under 5,000. To the river, it's the 9 of hearts. So if the queens weren't good enough to start with, they definitely will be now, as they will take the straight. But the side pot will go to Amit holding Kojak.
You owe me 10.
So boy, what a pot indeed.
I should have bet $1 million.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And we do have that history of the 5-10 players partaking in their Vegas bombs. Looks like the drink of choice tonight, however, the Moscow Mule.
That's your Straddle. You put 4 in there.
When the time I spent as a bartender, I tell you, those are a lot of fun to make. The people who order them tend to have a personality, and I can definitely associate that personality with most 5-10 players.
You still don't know if you're good.
I was waiting for him to turn over like.
Ace-8 of spades now for Wes. Again, look at that stack for Amit. Just shy of 20 grand. He has been running that thing up all night. Oh, wow, has been running well. At the same time, he's built his stack up to over 12,000. And he's going to make the call here with Jack 10. Jamie with King Queen offsuit is going to stick around. And back to Amit, who's got 4s and is running hot. He's going to stick around. So we go 4 ways to the flop.
4 players.
And flop comes Ace-7-7. So Wes flopping top pair. Amit with 2 pair of his own. Those sneaky 4s. Does check through, so we go to the turn. It's the 9 of diamonds.
And like, he got like addicted to playing like baccarat over there. He like called me. He drove
So
down.
now a gutter ball for Oh Wow.
Huh? Yeah.
Vodka Red Bull at 1-3 does seem like the proper 1-3 drink. Yes, I agree with that, the link.
He's like, bro, let's go to this like fucking baccarat. And I'm like, dude, it's Christmas.
You know, gotta despair, you are right. We do have a pretty killer old-fashioned as well.
So I'm like, all right, call him. Like, figure it out. So he calls. No answer.
Jack and Coke kind of guy. Okay, I can respect that.
Oh, he was hammered? He was hammered. I was like, I need a beer now. I was like, well, guess you can't go.
Again, 5:25 to call. Wes will stick around as this pot continues to blow. $3,590 pot. And the deuce of clubs. Talking about an anticlimactic card as Wes will now take this pot, provided he's not bet out of it.
Any of the bluffs would be nice.
You know, having been around the social club poker scene as long as I have now, I've also noticed that 1-3 players are also generally your hot green tea drinkers.
So, and it just kept hitting, like over and over. It's like hard to get that. And the next bet's 25, so we're just like breaking in 500.
And Oh Wow's gonna bet 2,100 at it. Amit with his 4s. And I don't see Amit making this particular call.
Like, if the dealer wins with the 6, you get paid out half. That's probably why they do it.
We know Wes will be at least flatting, if not raising. Amit will find the fold button. And there's the call from Wes. So that pot got up to 7,700. Wes is back in the black. Boy, if you're looking for a visual aid on how the swings of poker work, I think you should be referencing this live stream. You see there, Wes at one point down 8,100, and correction, not back in the black just yet. He's still down 2,300.
You said 40, right? Yeah, good. You're 10.
20.
Okay, so now it's 20. Okay. So 5, 10, 20. Big one has 20 outside.
See right now, Jamie throwing the party down 7,300 himself. And still a lot of live stream to go. It has been a ton of fun so far. Hope you're having as much fun watching as I am.
I just have to feel like they ran out of shit.
Yeah, but this is the C2.
1,000 behind.
Did he do only 1 year where he didn't?
Yeah, that's what's right.
They were both jumping up and down. It is so fun. So much fun.
They're both actually really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really good.
You think the game would be a lot different if it went big blind, small blind? Instead of small blind. It's like, the more I think about it, it's weird that they even do it that way. Because like the big blind should incentivize the out of position player.
I think it's done that way stylistically for the game because you want the bet order.
Yeah, we could be seeing the Nick game in another round in the not too distant future. You can hear them discussing it.
100%.
That would function way better. Because if this guy's going to try to win it, the whole table needs to see it.
Well, like ineffectually is
It would be
everyone button straddles.
It would be fine, but they mandate the button straddle too, which is ridiculous.
Which makes small blind together.
They like find a way to do it.
They mandate the button straddle when they're playing.
And Matt not going to be there for the Cowboys. That's disappointing.
That's 100.
Because he would have been able to play a big pot here with PK, who's got queens. Jack 10 for Drew. All right, let's get another one brewing. Ambrose with suited connectors. You know, he's not going anywhere.
Not true. None of these things are saying.
And Jamie will see it with ace 8 as well. So we go 4 ways again to this flop.
The button straddle discourages anything.
We're looking for some carnage here. And that's going to be the flop for something interesting. A 10 high flop.
What, you didn't think about my comment?
Pair of 8s for Jamie.
Like I was serious on my comment.
A gutter ball for Ambrose with backdoor hearts.
Oh, no,
Well, this flop has got something for everyone.
No, I'm telling you is that I'm telling you as an overall thing.
So you're saying it?
Yes.
That's crazy, dude. It's not true.
Because you know what happens? 6-6-6-6. I make a 50. Call. Okay. I mean.
And 200 the bet coming from Drew, who has top pair. Over pair is PK.
Where we play. He thinks that if I didn't straddle, for example, nobody.
And everybody's going to stick around, so 4 players will see the turn. Another 10 hits the board.
Blows the pot right away, and no one knows what to do. They don't
So Drew thunders out into the lead.
Let me. Everyone
with trip 10s.
The game doubly big. Obviously, if you're winning, we'll increase your win rate. But if the difference is between the button straddle and under the gun straddle,
I do think that the grossest possibility for this river would be another 8. We're going to see some fireworks if that's the case.
They don't even, they play exactly the same. But
in fact, I think they left a little bit more.
475 is what it's going to cost Jamie to make this call.
And then now it's 30. Well, I'm already interested.
Yeah, and then it's 25 more. It's easy to throw it in.
I mean, we see it every week. It's like, maybe we're just playing better games, but.
And he will see the river. And PK with queens.
I'm so happy to get here.
You know, he's definitely not going anywhere. Doesn't feel like he needs to raise this, so he's going to just flat it. 2,600 in the middle. To the river we go. Show me the 8. Oh, I thought it was going to be the 8 of diamonds for a flash of a second. 6 of diamonds is what'll hit. PK checks, and now the option to Drew. And Drew going to check behind as well, so he will take down the pot, showing his turned trip 10s.
Would you have called the bet? I figured no.
Yeah. I didn't even like calling the turn, but.
Thank you.
You're gonna be able to tell. Whatever you think you're seeing.
What?
No, I know.
It has the best looking shares. I feel like Aria has the best looking shares.
Yeah, I really don't see the logic on that river check 2-card arsenal. I agree with your analysis. Racking my brain trying to figure out the logic behind that too. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe any sort of flush draw was completed with the 6 of diamonds. I don't recall Threats of a straight. So yeah, I'm a little confused on that one too as well, 2-card arsenal. So 3 ways we go to this flop. Flop comes queen high, all diamonds. Yeah, absolutely nothing out there.
I think it's Vegas. It wasn't a buy for like 100. No, like it's 10. No, it's a
A pair of 8s for oh wow as we go heads up to the turn. King of spades may end up slowing the action of oh wow. Does give a gutter ball to Matt, who's holding ace jack. See Matt 7 outs at the top of your screen. And oh wow, going to continue to bet at it. I like it. Will chase Matt out.
A month later, we're gonna have $1 million guarantee.
That's somewhere.
Oh, it was uncapped.
It was uncapped full.
Oh wow.
So the 510 now is 3K cap. I think it's really good. And now they get like $1,500 off basically. Not all the time. When they like
1,500.
The win will get $1,500 off, especially during the series. It runs like a lot. Because they finally got rid of the uncapped content, which was like people would sit 60K. I mean,
And it looks like flight 1A of the 150K guarantee has concluded. And 6 players have punched their ticket into day 2. And we know a lot of them will try to get that bag bonus. Again, the bag bonus is $1,200. For each additional bag, you will take your best bag into day 2.
Well, I do a couple. I make sure like I have like it's called like 3 rules. Yeah, I stay off the strip. I always get every meet. I stay off the strip. I have my own kitchen and I have my own car. Or a car. Any car. If you do those 3 things, it doesn't feel so bad. But being in a
Jamie with his 5-6 of hearts.
From a casino for do they like not let you play poker or anything either?
They ban you from
So
the
I've
premises.
been banned from
The
like
flop will come jack high, rainbow.
the only casino that has given
A
me
pair
shit
for
is
Ambrose.
I'm a
Amit with a pair of 10s. Jamie with a pair of 5s. So everybody connecting with this board.
And if we catch you in any Vegas casino again, we're gonna ban you from the World Series. So then I just stopped playing there. There's no use in trying to.
But that was not poker. That was not poker.
What's that? Blackjack. Yeah.
7, that's 300.
But that was you were playing blackjack, not poker.
No, it's blackjack. Yeah.
That's how you play it? Or?
If you stick to poker though, they'll be fine.
Yeah. So poker's not a problem.
Yeah, because they're gonna take.
Heads up we go to the river. Almost saw the burn card instead. Now the 4 of spades will hit. So for the second time, we'll see trip 10s take down the pot. Amit not going to fall into the same category as Drew. He's going to bet his trips on the river.
Boy gaming, the people who sweat the money. But for the most part, like all the
And
all the
Ambrose
great
with
casinos are
top
pretty-
pair. Again, the way this hand's played out, he's definitely going to have to at least pay it off, and does do so. Amit will continue to build the stack as he is now over the $20,000 mark. So what a night it has been. And this definitely skyrockets him into the top earner on the TCH Houston live stream history. And we'll see how it looks when the stream concludes. But as of right now, it's looking real good. And he's setting himself a record that's going to be hard to beat.
On the table it says you have to show ID or they won't deal you hand cards, right, from blackjack. So I show him my ID and he looks at my ID, he runs into the computer, and me and Wes are standing there like, whoa, are they gonna let us play? And he goes, man, you have a lot of infractions on your card, for your ID. And we're just sitting there like, whoa, does that mean you're gonna let us play? He was laughing about it. We sat down, played, won a couple $1,000 and left. And then I was like, oh, okay, they're cool here, I guess. Next night, same thing. I friggin' basically bought in, won a couple thousand, and left. And I was like, this is weird. And I don't know if it was like, something with maybe Louisiana law, or something.
The first time
Charles was pretty chill.
No, Lake Charles is not chill for me.
Really? I went
I've
to
been
LeVert
booted
to the
out of
double
there
deck game.
so many times, it's insane.
On the game, big.
What's that?
On the game, no. The poker games are really small. Come on. Yeah. We're talking about blackjack. Oh, that's a full. Yeah.
I apologize for the silence. I was wanting to listen in on the story a little
Their
bit.
double deck is such a good
Well,
game.
yeah, the Harris, there's,
Now it's Caesars. Well, that's probably what it's
no, it was Harris. Or no, you're
Harris
talking
is
about,
Caesars now in New Orleans.
are you talking about LeVert?
In New Orleans.
Oh,
Harris
New
is
Orleans,
now
oh.
Caesars.
Oh, yeah, but that was always a,
Little set of fours for Matt.
that was always one of those properties.
Backdoor club draw for Oh Wow and Jamie.
It was Caesars before. It was Caesars
Here are
before.
trays for PK.
Yeah, Harris is almost the same company.
They've redone the casino now over the last couple of years.
Gutter ball for Wes. We'll see if he elects to stick around, see if he can float the turn. Does indeed stick around, so 3 ways we go to the turn. Does pick up a pair of 7s. Again, a flop set of 4s looking good. How about an 8? Matt will win this hand, provided he's not bet out of it. Gonna bet 1,000, and that's gonna chase everyone away, so he'll take it down. Again, Matt been one of the more quiet players at the table this evening. Glad to see him take down a good-sized pot. Again, 2,700 in the middle there.
One turn, 5 river.
Take it down.
All right, I like it. The analysis coming in from Slipknot. The hand drew check back the river with trips. Could have completed an open-ended 7-9 on the flop. 10 blank, 6 flop. A blank turn, 6 on the river. But yes, he agrees. Pretty passive to check with trips there.
You hit that 5 on the river.
I don't know if 7-9 would have made it through that pre-flop action in the hand.
You get him?
No, he got me.
But I appreciate the analysis, Slipknot. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday.
Is you already doing it? The level or started? Was that a shadow? I didn't see that.
When you put 100 on my own, you didn't see it. What'd you have to do?
And here's the correction from him. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it indeed.
I was curious.
9 raises 400.
We can't let him in for 50. We can. We cannot.
Yeah, very true. It is highly unlikely, but still it is. I agree with the statement that ended the analysis. A very passive play to check trips there on that river.
There's like a, it's a TikTok course. This one with the Canadian accent. It's like very, very thick.
I kind of don't know what a Canadian accent sounds like aside from like a 25. It's a great season, eh?
That's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
9 checks.
Every time I imagine a Canadian accent, I just imagine
And ace 10, queen 8 doing battle here. Ace high still out in front for Wes. But some aggressive action from Ambrose will take it down.
okay, what's going on here?
You guys played up?
That's
not maybe we're getting old.
Smoke break bathroom.
Next to it.
25.
Alright, Straddles for 25.
Take a grab.
We should
And approaching the end of registration in Flight 1B. 11 minutes left if you want to take your shot at it. But funny right now, we got the same amount of entries that we had for the first flight. Right now at 66. There's 37 players remaining, almost 66 entries. So if the numbers hold true here, it'll be identical. We'll take 6 more players on day 2.
World Series, it just blew up. It was insane.
All the live streams don't do it because
I think like it got really popular after Austin.
So 10s against Ace Jack.
I saw like a bunch of Houston people who had moved there.
And Jack High flop. So Noah in a little trouble here with the 10. If he elects to continue, he does so. Again, gonna bet 200 at it. Quick call from Amit. And now the board will pair 6s.
I don't know.
$400 bet from Amit. Boy, that hand moved fast, but nice job by Noah to be able to lay down 10s there.
Now it's like you live like what, 30 minutes away or?
Yeah, like maybe like 45 minutes away. Which is basically Houston.
Where, Henderson?
Yeah, Keystone traffic.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, who wants to live that far?
Exactly.
They're making that money. They're making good money. Stay in a higher one.
They're probably not making it.
You're going to make more than 1
I'll shove right now.
I know.
There ain't no game, man.
Dude, it's good to have a short stack make it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not adding on until the shit's over.
Not with how limited your risk is.
Who you bluffing?
Yeah.
This thought it was 20 or 25.
25.
Okay, so yeah, I think 2 was 25.
I'm glad one bluffed.
Ambrose got himself some pocket pair now, and that's going to be a pair of jacks that he'll play. He's just going to flat with them, though. And we've seen Ambrose flat a lot with these higher pairs. We've had him on the stream multiple times. We've seen it done with queens, kings, and aces. Speaking of kings, PK waking up with those. Amit's got deuces. Wes has a suited ace. This is going to get bloody. Hope you're ready for a good one. Buckle up. Get back around to Ambrose with jacks.
I know, dude. I'd be in some of this.
They were the best.
It was definitely funnier than it.
I still watch some.
And definitely not just going to be calling 300 here. Oh, he will be. Interesting. Looked like he was cutting out a pretty good size raise. Jamie with 10-9 going to stick around. How about suited ace with Matt?
They're like, I'm aces, but I want to
He'll wave the white flag. Amit's got deuces. He's going to go hunting for another duck. So 1885 in the pot pre-flop. 5 ways we go.
That's a wolf game, maybe.
The flop comes 10 high, 2 clubs, 10, 6, 4. So Jamie flopping top pair, 2 players with over pairs to the board. A club draw for Wes. And the deuces, of course, for Amit. Jamie's going to go all in on his flop 10.
Dude, it's like a tournament. Keep action too.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to chase away Amit with the deuces. PK is going to move all in as well for 4,900. Wes with the nut flush draw. Oh my goodness. See what he elects to do. Ambrose has an overpair to the board with a blocker to the flush. And oh my goodness, Wes is all in too.
Imagine betting 1,000 and being obviously in last place.
Yeah, I had that beat.
You know, a board like this, I think Ambrose could potentially find a fold with jacks, especially with all the action that we're seeing here. It looks like that is going to be the case.
That club draw, then I was behind this guy.
Then you're behind him?
This
Yeah. You got queens again?
We wait here for Rafe to get the pot.
We got outs. Yeah. We got outs, but now we have less outs.
You only run one once.
And getting all of our numbers correct here will get you that pot size in just a moment, but this is big. PK's all in for 4,900. Wes raised it to 10K. Didn't go all in.
Where are you going, Paul?
He's going for full deck now.
So 18 grand as the crow flies, and Wes hits the flush. Look at that. And to make matters worse, a Jackal hit the river to salt the wound a bit, but of course would have lost to the flush. So Wes takes down a huge pot. Now we can say for sure he's back in the black. What a hand, felting both Jamie and PK.
There we go. What's his own stuff
Yeah, I don't like this stuff, this game is so deep. I thought it was 1-3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't look at his text. Last week it was fucking 1-3, and I'm like, it's the same.
Unstuck indeed, the link. Unstuck.
How much went down for 100? 150. I go to the bank and they're out of cash. They're like, here's all 50s. So I'm like, it's gonna be 5,000.
So Jared and AI, do you know Drew was doing some AI stuff?
Yeah, he talked.
I figured you might that you knew.
What do you do in AI?
I run a consulting business for energy, so
Okay.
for energy companies.
What is
You see now the stacks and earnings with that. Wes now the second biggest earner as he covets the biggest stack on the table, 24,000, almost 25,000.
Consulting programming.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, all we're doing is we're just like we have
Ton of money on the table.
behavioral experts training ChatGPT as a language bot to be more empathetic, trying to develop a compassion engine with it. So like it's just a lot of training. It's not a lot of hard coding.
yeah, we build.
Yeah,
I almost gave it to you.
because it's such a good framework.
Suited ace for Matt. Definitely going to want to see a flop with that. Ace 7. Wes with Jack 7.
He is, he's not.
Drew's got himself a pocket pair of 5s. Going to flat with it. Now round to Oh Wow, who looks at Snowman.
What I missed?
Yeah.
3 raises 275.
We chop on. Yeah.
We'll bump it up. 275 to go. Get Matt with a
Hong Kong beat.
ace 7 suited. Doesn't want to see a flop at that point with it. Drew with pocket 5s.
Okay, just want to make sure.
He is going to want to see it, so we go heads up to the flop. Ace 8 9. So a set of 8s for Oh Wow. And he's definitely going to continue with it here. Drew will be facing 175. He wants to try and float the turn. Will do so. So off we go. Picks up the jack. And you know, Oh Wow, just going to continue to make him pay. I don't think Drew is going to pay to see another street.
Purple soldier's going in. I want him back.
So that's an angle. I am angry.
What is that, a 300?
565, the bet to Drew. And he will find the fold button, so Oh Wow. Again, took a little hit, but now he's going to try working his way back.
Yeah, we
Hey Chris, rush. Yeah. Man, if I hit my set, I would have got stacks.
You want all black or you want?
That's fine. Jimmy, you're deep now?
Mix it up. Huh?
You're deeper now? Yeah.
No, hey.
Draw 100. Still 3.
Did you say Straddle 100?
Yeah. Hey, Chris, all yellow. I got enough for him.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
How much fee?
Got about a minute left
Well, I'm glad
to
we got
register,
happy
and we
birthday.
do have 67 entries now in flight fee. I don't think that's going to change anything when it comes to the amount of players we're going to take with us into day 2. It'll still be 6 players move on. Again, 12.5% make the money. Meanwhile, 8% will move on to play on day 2.
He's trying to pay me $2,000 to drink.
And Drew's turn with the
One
8.
time I tried daiquiri, and it didn't taste like anything, so then I...
And his counterpart in seat 3 had him just a hand ago.
You know, swim up bar. Dude, nothing. I said, okay, now go get me another pina colada flavor.
You can give me really
I take one drink, and I'm just like,
Would you have
no, this is horrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
And Ambrose with 9 tray. He's going to jam all in on Drew.
Don't drink anymore.
I hit 2 pair on turn.
Oh shit, that's the last time I ever tried. I was like, see, I don't like it anyway.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay.
But he keeps trying to give me the...
Well, they have only 1,000 in
Takes me to New Orleans and tries to give me drunk.
yesterday.
Interesting hand to try and squeeze on here.
This is so gross. I think that's like the worst hand that I used to work with.
And then on the river.
Oh no.
This is called so I'm a developer, but I just do like React.
Oh, okay, I see.
I did 15 years of owning my own websites that I did, and recently they were just kind of like falling apart, and I went back and
Yeah, question for Drew here. Do you want to gamble? And he will fold the best hand. What a jam by Ambrose. You can see him salt the wound right away.
West. I saw it. Hand out the reserve button. Only because of Twitter.
I gotta text him to watch
And then we got connected.
All right, and it looks like we got ourselves a dealer change, which also is going to mean another round of the knit game. So we will say good night to Rafe and a big welcome to Joseph.
I know, I'm like,
While we get the transition underway, we'll go ahead and have you talk to the man himself once again. Back right after this.
as he said I have to work out.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
Again, that is moneymakerpt.com, or you can go to texascardhouse.com. We got the full schedule of events. And also don't forget to check for updates on Poker Atlas.
You know what though? That comes on the flop. Yeah, that's one thing. I saved it feels late.
Definitely so.
Feels late. I'm like sevens, it's just like easy fold. Eights is like the worst. I think if I tens are better, I call.
I'm not stuck. I haven't done that.
I'm like, dude, he's not even stuck. Like, why would he do that?
Gamble show.
I thought like,
You don't tabletop Ambrose.
don't tabletop me. Yeah, I got me. I tried to.
You mind for the min.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah, right.
Oh wait.
We welcome into Joseph. He'll assume the dealing duties for a little while now.
Oh yeah. I wanted to.
Start now.
And you see the stacks and earnings right now. Amit still the top earner, up 15 grand. King 8 of hearts for Amit.
Once you did it, it's true. Whenever
Drew with 8-7 saying no thank you. We know Noah's not going to stick around. He's got the lowest VPIP at the table. Jamie with A6
You're like, that's my name.
says why not. So we'll go heads up here. Again, all players have fresh knit buttons. The flop comes 7 high, 7-5 deuce, rainbow.
That's a good, that's cool idea. Signing your yellows. Thinking about signing them.
200 the bet, 200 the call, and to the turn we go. They'll bring the king, giving top pair
Everyone's gonna think of you. Whatever they win
to
your chip.
Amit.
That's your chip.
And if I was going to give you a line on whether or not Amit would be the first one to lose his nit button, it would definitely be in the high minuses, maybe minus 1,000.
Went there a couple times when I turned 21. Oh, you know. 22.
He's going to bet 1,000 here on the river. See how long Jamie elects to wait before folding, and does make the call. Oh my goodness. I guess trying to keep Amit honest. And he'll be the first to lose the nit button, so a little interesting of a hero call there for Jamie, to say the least. And here are the VPIP numbers. Again, Noah at 15%. Is the lowest VPIP at the table. Definitely a fun guy to talk to. He's contributed a lot to the table talk and conversations this evening. Just not a lot to the plus or minus in the money category.
I'm almost 52.
Wow. Then we keep going, though. Was this your tip from the pre-tip?
The 20's on. The 20's auto one. The 20's auto one. The 20's auto one. Here, I'll give you a 5. There you go.
And for those who missed the beginning of the stream, explain the rules they're playing tonight. They are playing 5-10 Infinity. So what they're doing is a minimum straddle of $20, but it can be whatever they decide. For example, if you wanted to straddle all in, by all means, be my guest. Again, like Beetlejuice, said his name too many times. Now Noah going to raise the action with pocket 7.
You won't believe what I just thought.
Amit with ace high. He'll stick around.
No, Amit just knows that he's going to win the hand. That's
Come
all.
on.
And flop comes ace 9-4. Boy, Amit is running about as high as it gets. Oh my goodness.
Really just play whatever.
At least against Noah. Man, I don't know what's wrong.
It's for the last 2 days.
It's actually going to be profitable for you to just open fold.
Definitely is.
Against Amit.
Definitely is.
Yeah, when he raises or he calls, it's full.
Doesn't matter what he
Snap
has.
luck.
So this stream table has software that comes with it. You can actually download the app and you can look at it.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
And you can upload your picture.
Real time?
Well, 30 minutes after the stream. You should see Ambrose watch the stream back. Yeah. For sure.
Why?
You can see all the hands. 2 days, so that's 200. Yeah. And then like if you pay for the thing, you can get
Doesn't enter any table talk around.
And ace king rears its head again. This time in the hands of Drew. It's suited in clubs. Yeah, Amit at this point going to play any 2 cards. Noah in the pot with ace 4 of spades.
over there they have stickers they can have. But we don't
And little, you know, I want to say I'm surprised if that actually happened. I was going to say, I don't think he's folding ace king suited here. That's for damn sure, but he's going to go ahead and bump it up to 1,000. That'll chase Noah out of the pot. We've seen him make some plays today that err on the side of nittiness. You hear Amit does Look like he's pondering making this call. Again, Drew looking to get rid of his knit button. And there you go. Mitt says, I've got any 2 cards. I'm running hot. Let's see a flop. So heads up we go. 2,215 pre-flop. And oh my God, he flops the nuts. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. God himself would not sit at a poker table with a mitt right now.
He'll play wherever. He does a lot of tournament stuff too.
He's gonna bet 2,500 at it. Drew with ace king and backdoor clubs.
Dude, I saw a guy at your game that I didn't realize was playing with you. The guy that he used to came to my game a couple of times that was really like, Wes, like a white guy. I don't remember. He was in Sage's.
Sage's brother?
No, I know him. Maybe he was like 2 seats to your right.
And Drew finds the full button. We'll see.
Once, and that was last month.
Will he show him?
Look at Sage's video.
Don't show us.
Oh, okay.
And he was like,
don't show us.
Yeah,
he was like in 13 minutes.
It was the first time he played.
Yeah, yeah. He played with us though back in my game.
Like, unbelievable this run good. The link.
I mean, he always talks about.
Bring it in. Science needs to study this run. I agree.
And I was like, you probably don't even remember who he is.
Is that that?
No, I was saying he lost it, but
You know, God of Despair, I think I've heard you referenced a few times, and we've had your dad on stream multiple times. I think I've heard you referenced a few over the episodes we've had him on.
It was real bad.
It's fun though, right?
It was fun. My buddy told me.
And I will say that he does tell some of the best stories that we've had on stream. I absolutely love listening to those stories.
With absolutely error.
That's how it happens. Yeah, you call, you know?
We're just having fun.
That's what I said. There's no world you
it's easy when you know how to post the money, right?
You just send it.
No, it's just like his game. He doesn't put money on.
Yeah,
eventually.
eventually.
Eventually he's got to pay somebody, but he doesn't buy chips. He plays with this old chip set in front of him.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he buys people in out of the chip set.
And then sometimes we have to add on to my chipset. It's not nice. When that happens,
he never knows how.
And Wes with 6 deuce doesn't want to see a flop, but we got King 10 against Ace 8.
And then some people tried to hide the shit from me too. You know.
The flop comes Jack high, couple hearts.
It's a good game.
It's a good fun game. It is a good fun game.
You know, I think he actually was telling those stories not too long ago. I think he was saying something along the lines of not being welcome back in any Vegas casino, and you're in fact risking your ability to play in the World Series of Poker simply by showing up.
Drink these drinks called sidecars. So then everybody.
So I do think he was telling those stories earlier, God of Despair.
We went through like 2 bottles of cognac.
What are they?
Cognac, Cointreau, simple syrup.
But if he hasn't told those stories, now you owe everybody in the chat an explanation, that's for sure.
Side, you can make them on the sweeter side, you know.
Play with them. You're not drinking tonight?
Huh?
You're not drinking tonight?
No.
Is that me?
No, it is.
Ray. Wait, what? I thought the Rays blind. We're good?
We're good. 3 fold. 4 fold.
Wow, save your money.
Yeah,
so dealer influencing action. It's kind of flipping up when you.
Oh, my bad. Thank you, Wes.
So when all the dust settles here, we're heads up. 7-4 of clubs for Wes. Jamie with Queen 10 off suit. And one of the smaller pots we've seen as of late, 165 pre. And flop comes ace of 5-4. 2 spades. West connecting with the 4. Go through here. The 4 is going to be good enough. Yeah, definitely one of the slower hands we've seen. Hopefully we get back to our high octane 5-10 infinity in just a moment.
I didn't play yesterday. I played Tuesday.
Just the outside game? What is it, 5-5?
We were playing 5-10.
Okay, but they had 2 games in the last one?
Yeah.
I saw them looking over there.
Yeah. At Champions we had, this is my
No, yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday, no. When y'all played on stream, there wasn't a table right there playing? No. You played on stream.
Oh.
I thought there was a table. Then they were looking back and...
Okay, coming to the end of our 3rd hour of coverage. Hoping that our final hour is just as action-packed as the rest. The trend continues for Noah. Again, the lowest VPIP.
No, yeah. It brought like his wife and all her girlfriend.
And if you haven't already hit that like button, make sure you have.
That's why
And hit subscribe while you're at it. Don't miss any action from any streaming Texas Card House location. And we're streaming from 3 locations now. From Austin, Dallas, and our newest studio here in Houston. Hey, heads up. Amit's got his favorite hand. Any 2 cards. Gonna call here with King 5. And wouldn't you know it, he hits a 5 on the flop. So let's just see. This can only improve, right? Top pair for Drew with the 9.
How much?
He's gonna bet 375 at it. And right away, here comes the call from Amit. See if he can float the turn here with 4 outs. It's the 7, so now a 6 will present itself as putting a straight on the board. Should that happen, of course, Drew with the 10, but now Amit is going to take the lead. Bets 550 at it. Drew. Open-ended, top pair. Just gonna flat here as the pot will now bloat to up over 2,500. We wait, oh my God, I think I'm gonna be sick. It's the king on the river. Absolutely brutal. And he's gonna bet 2,500 at it. Can he get Drew to pay him off? And flop top pair, turned open-ended. King hitting the river. Wait, where did I go wrong? Has to be the thought process of Drew right now. He's facing a value bet of $2,500. I agree with you. Just fold it at this point. I mean, you're thinking about it this long.
Just call the end. Just call.
Yeah, am I the only one that can hear the Jeopardy music right now?
Team Demons. I don't know. I'm thinking like we're gonna have some trash like 8-6.
Can I get an iced tea?
I'm too bad. It's too bad good.
And he does end up making the call. 2-pair, he rivered the king. Gross.
Nice time. How much?
And I don't know what to say anymore as hit stack now up over 30 grand. My goodness. Not every night you walk into a card house and leave with an additional $25,000, but boy, he is on that trend.
There was no way to replace the
Posting. Cool,
Straddle. Straddle, restraddle. 25 and 50. 25 on 3 and 50 on 4. Buttons on 8. Yeah, 25 on 0. 50. Oh, sorry.
See there the stacks. Jamie's still throwing the party down at 12,000 so far. And still got a little ways to go.
Should definitely be a penalty if we go through an entire computer. Everyone who has a button has to put 25 in. I'm gonna do this this time.
Ace Queen of Hearts for Ambrose.
Yeah, no, I'm like
Is that a straddle or?
It's a raise. Ambrose raise.
Is he?
You don't stack me, man. King 5.
You're 2,000 behind with this?
No.
How much you behind?
I'm not. This is what I'm playing. Drew, I think, might have done something.
Okay.
Yeah.
One's 2,000 behind. 4 is fine.
Drew's got himself a pair of sevens now.
1 call, 2 fold, 3 call.
Just gonna flat with the sevens it looks like, and we will go 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes ace high and a couple hearts. So top pair, nut flush draw. Not a bad way to go.
4, that's 325. 7 folds, 4 folds, 3 folds.
Gonna chase everybody away in the process. So he will get a chance to relinquish his nit button. And for those who haven't been following since the beginning, the nit game being played a little differently. These guys have elected to have the loser of the nit game, instead of paying each player, will splash the next pot $400.
This is the biggest hand
Plus the gains of wax.
He's cool.
He's always
Top
getting
air, queen kick,
or
queen
he's
knock
game.
off.
I was accusing him of going south because his stack is always the same.
No, it's always the.
And absolutely not shocking at all. The highest VPIP this evening on Mitt at a whopping 47%.
Going south.
Is he in there?
And then I like tapped his pocket and he literally had chips in his pocket.
16% the lowest VPIP, and that is Noah in seat number 2. Jamie with pocket nines. Matt's got himself queen 9 suited.
I haven't checked yet. I got the first one.
Ace queen of diamonds for oh wow.
He'll never tell me if he, like, I'm like, are you up? Are you up? You winning? How much? Like, he'll never answer me.
You don't. Oh, you don't want to.
Like,
say
never.
Never.
We talk all the time.
He just giggles. Oh.
Dude, I'm like too honest. Someone's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm up at 1822.
Exactly. Yeah, like, I don't understand why it's like a secret.
I never care.
Raise 775.
He will throw in the raise to 775. Jamie with 9s and 2,800 behind.
You guys heard about
Maybe he has flats here. Does he try to go for it all pre-flop, try and get rid of that knit button?
reported it as fraud.
What was he doing?
So he was playing on card room and the lady
Instead, decides to go ahead and flat it. So we go heads up, ace queen against 9s.
and if they lock, not only does he lose the money right away,
They locked
they lock his account until there's an investigation. He can't pay his mortgage. He can't do all this stuff.
His bank account?
Entire bank account.
I'm gonna stop taking zells from people.
3, 4, 5, 2 diamonds. So overpair to the board. Diamond draw for oh wow.
Stating they were closing my account. This decision's final. They're like, your account triggered something, and we had looked at it, and we're closing your account. And it's like the only thing I do is
You take the
cash
cash out.
basically large amounts going in and out.
And he's going to go ahead and bet his diamond draw.
Supposed to be okay.
Large cash
Also has a gutter ball should he find a deuce. And there it is. Moving all in is Jamie. Here comes the call from oh wow.
The biggest draw.
So you got ace.
See what they elect to do. 9s against ace queen diamonds. Gonna rip it for Max Payne.
It is a flip.
Sweat on the turn, baby.
5 of diamonds would be interesting.
Oh, sweat.
There's the king of clubs. The 10 on the river. So when all the dust settles, Jamie gonna start clawing his way back.
Let's fuck that, right?
That is fun. Especially like they didn't give you a chance to appeal or just like.
The letter was like, this decision's final.
You should get an accountant that like declares you.
No, I have one.
Oh yeah.
I could have shown them the thing if there weren't like this decision not final.
So what are you doing now? Just like telling your bank in advance or something?
So my account's still Wells Fargo. Like I moved all my money out except for Dallas, so I'll just move it out. I'm gonna get a new account somewhere.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to the bank before. There's that one that they talked about out of Vegas. You looked into that one?
See there, the biggest stack at the table on Mitt, over 30 grand. Wes has got 25,000 in front of him. Then it takes a huge drop off to 6.7 thousand.
Chris Brewer also.
One of you text me what
They're very friendly, but I mean clearly you wouldn't have any branches here, but.
I looked at my hand before I Straddles.
Yeah, but you're auto.
Ace 7 of diamonds for Jamie.
So he's like 20. For sure 20. For sure 20.
In that case.
So it's a good rating.
And an ace high flop, couple of spades. Jamie takes it down. We mow right along. And right now, Flight B, the registration is closed, but still plenty of opportunities for you to throw your hat into the ring of the multi-day 150K guarantee. Again, it's a $300 buy-in for your shot at the lion's share of $150,000. We'll have 2 flights a day for the next few days, and of course we'll have that turbo flight Monday morning before day 2 starts. So still plenty of opportunities. At the end of the evening, we'll have a total of 12 players that have punched their ticket into day 2.
Well, that was my question. Actually, put more out.
You can look at your cards and then choose your options in what's this limited game.
It's not close, and it's like the same distance from every room. It's 40 minutes. Whatever room I'm going to go to, it's 40 minutes.
Last time you used it's kind of lame. You set up to like I gotta go to the card.
I mean, not in traffic, but like.
You should have done like 3 in the morning.
And Queen 9, 10-5 going at it here as we hit the turn. It's going to bring an open ender into 10-5. Open ender as well for Jamie, as a matter of fact. So interesting river coming up.
Except for Jake, who's in, is just going to use it.
325, the bet from Drew. Jamie going to stick around. We go to the river. And it's a jack.
Now, if you told me Eric was going to win that game this
So
week,
Jamie, provided he is not bet out, will win the pot. Goes checked on over to Drew. And Drew going to take a stab at this, it looks like. Cutting out a good sized bet. Looks to be a little over half pot. And that will cause Jamie to fold. So Drew will drag it in. And a big thanks to everybody spending their Thursday evening with us here at TCH Live. Wes Tucker here keeping you company throughout tonight's action. It is 5-10 infinity. Minimum $20 straddle, but it can be whatever you want it to be. You want to straddle all in, this is the game to do it.
what is that game? 5?
2-5 and we're doing 5-5.
Yeah, and he's doing all the like just 3-bet, 4-bet, everything.
He got me one time bluff.
I got stuck in the game. I was playing it, and he got up. And I was like, I'm leaving because it's like the only reason I'm playing is that I might hit a hand against him.
Yeah, because he'll just give you money.
Yeah, exactly. But when you try to play against him, he's higher pay tolerance, so he's gonna win.
PK's got himself ace-8 of clubs. Wes with queen-9 spades. Couple more clubs for Drew. He's not going to want to see a flop with them, however. Ambrose with 9-10. Got some good middle board coverage. So he'll join in the fray here as we go 4 ways to the flop. And flop comes jack high, 2 hearts. So picking up a pair of 9s, both Ambrose and Wes. Wes has Ambrose well out-kicked.
I've been where you are now. How old are you? 29.
Backdoor clubs, an opportunity for PK as well. So both players who caught a piece of the board continue on to the turn. Board pairs deuces. You see Ambrose now drawing to 9 outs. So we hit our turn betting street, and Wes with Queen 9 going to check his option. So we go to the river. It's the 4 of spades. So Wes will take this with his kicker. See if Wes goes for any sort of value whatsoever. No, he's just going to check it back. So he'll turn it over. The queen will play, and Wes will drag the pot.
What?
We're checking everyone's ages.
Oh my god.
That's not putting on the knife.
Oh, you're 30, you said?
That's 20. He's supposed to be 20, but he just. I do not feel like, I mean, people say I don't look about. I feel it like in my body, but like in my head, like in my age. I don't feel like I've been alive that many years.
Hey, you sleep so much, you think you're young.
I know, I feel like I'm still. No, my body feels like I'm sleep, but like my body.
What do you know?
I haven't been alive that
Walk?
long.
What are you guys doing?
A walk.
What are you doing? Who's got a left? Walk. You guys gave him a walk. Three of us.
Yeah, there's something you don't see too often. A walk here on the 5-10 table.
You already won a hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I threw mine in just now. I was double checking.
Yes, I said you're young, so be nice.
Just two?
Just two.
Imagine being over 30. Am I right? I said you're 30, bro. Cool. Yeah, when I'm 30, I'll bitch, but like.
Yeah.
I thought you were 40.
And plenty more tournament live streams coming your way from Houston. Of course, the first of which will be this coming ladies tournament. Will be this weekend. So we're looking for some good tournament poker. Got the opportunity for it
You mean tonight?
this weekend.
And I was like, that's so adorable that he doesn't know what that means.
Did I say that, really?
No, it wasn't
Which is scheduled for Saturday night. We don't know exactly when the final table will start.
But I was playing when I was.
No, it just happened Tuesday.
But no, when the final table does start, you can watch it right here on TCH Live.
2 hours. Alright, I win this one.
No.
Good for you guys. How old was I when you met?
Probably
19 or 20?
Yeah.
You my quarterback.
Wait, you know that?
Ace high board, a couple of spades.
It was like right when things started opening at COVID.
Oh, when it opened back up?
Yeah.
It's like
And nobody connecting.
You were kind of 2020. I was 19.
There is the open ender. I do stand corrected. That's PK who's open ended.
Let's play COVID for 5 years. That's weird.
So he does hit his open ender. However, that does give the opportunity for a bigger straight to West should he hit something on the river. PK picking up the 9 high straight. Also the flush draw possibility for West. He's got a ton of outs. Well, you see, he perceives that. He will find a way to fold. And Amit betting his Jack 10, his open ender. PK decides to raise it to 1,000.
And you played like.
Yeah, I'm fucking watching out for
You're a smart guy.
in Mexico or something.
Amit is drawing to 3 outs, but again, we've seen him hit those 3-4 outers all night.
$5.
Oh, bro. You make 10, you're like, oh my god. Steak tonight.
I'll buy drinks for everybody.
I think Amit's thinking about folding. He will fold. Wow. Didn't know he had it in him.
Oh, wow, that was the hand.
Wait, does he get the buttons here?
He gets the button, yeah.
That's like the best case scenario for you if you lose.
Huh? No. We're going to watch. That's a split.
Didn't want to open any.
We're going all in regardless of
I
that.
didn't want another spade. So those many cards, those many cards that come off the kill hand.
Can't lose for her like that.
I'm gonna pull that out.
Better out. Button was
No,
right.
yeah, you're right. You can do it. Yeah, that's right.
Take it out. I didn't get my iced tea that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You old fucker.
Yeah, now you're gonna write me. We can see if we're they don't know.
I actually talked to champions about industry. I suggested.
The VPIP numbers for tonight's show. You see Amit still top dog. Oh, wow, not too far behind
You can
him.
just put it face down and make it reach.
And oh, wow, was making a good run, growing a big stack, got into a couple big hands, fell down, and fought his way back up to where he is now. So again, said it earlier in the stream, if you're looking for a visual aid on the swings of poker, I think this is going to be a video they should reference.
You didn't do it.
A perfect example.
Maybe I did.
I mean, Wes started the night down 8,100, and now he's made $5 grand.
Everybody's taking 100 back. I had two 4 off to end this shit.
That's a bad. We normally do for a very good show. We understand. Are we running it back now that we do it?
No, we're not.
Yeah, it's good. We got to.
I'm due for a hand. I lost that one.
Alright, run it back, Wes.
Are these your tips or no?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
And with that, we got ourselves a dealer change, so we'll step away for a quick second as we say goodnight to Joseph and hello to Miss Cap, and she will finish us out this evening on our live stream. Back right after this.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
And still lots of awesome tournament play coming your way. It all culminates in the $1,500 buy-in, $250,000 guaranteed main event. That's going to be taking place next week. The man himself will be in town for it.
Lynn won and Eric wants to go too. He's never been.
Let's see if we can get him on air to talk a little bit about the growing tour that bears his name. Definitely impressive. Got an awesome crew of guys out here, and not to mention some cooler merch. So if you're coming by, even if you're not planning on playing in this tournament, you got some awesome hats, jackets, t-shirts. All looking really good. I'm wearing a gray hat myself.
I didn't know what he was. I got a picture of his ID. He got the he took the charger, but didn't have his ID when he went to the strip club. Tried to get it from cocaine. He took a picture.
Oh my god. I hope you wake up with aces.
Right? He lost the charger.
We are at that point tonight. I want to throw a few thank yous out there. Of course, the big man, David Lagana, our executive producer. We got Alan Lee and Tim Yu taking care of the action tracking this evening, whereas he's better known as the Cat Man, helping me out behind the scenes today. Big thank you. Big thank you to the illustrious dealing and floor staff of TCH Houston. But the biggest thank you of all to all of y'all in TCH Live Nation. Can't do the show without you. Love interacting with you every week.
Same result, but cooler. Way cooler.
And Jamie's got himself the Kings PK with Ace Jack. Get around to it. Drew went ahead and jammed all in. Does so with Jack 8 off suit. Well, you don't bet with trips on the river, but you jam Jack 8 pre-flop with a raise and 3-bet in front of you. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to question it. I hope it works out for you, my friend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I take it back? And everybody at the table goes, yeah, it's fine. 3,000 what? And then he rips it on the turn. Oh, I was trying to angle him, dude. He was trying to angle him. We're just hoping one person would have to leave it in there. He was really okay.
He's going to jam all in himself, and now PK at this point, yeah, just going to have to muck it. So Kings against Jack 8.
Twice? Dude, no.
And run it once for Max Payne. Here we go.
Dude, no, it's over.
And now it is over. Kings and 5s with an ace will be the winning hand, as Drew will get stacked.
You're like punching me. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to show you.
Well, how do we do it with the Nick game, though?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I can sell stuff for it. So do we do it? You put it in the middle. Would you let me pay tomorrow? Yeah, I would lend you. Okay, right. But he's in the county on. Why don't you? Hawks today. You want to? Yeah.
The money you're sending is going to come right back on the account. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Just like that phone call.
As long as you tell me you're scamming, you need to. Locked up. Can you shoot me a text? What do you think? Yeah. Put it in the bomb now?
No, he's going to buy it. He's going to buy it. That is one way to resolve that issue, and then we would start up again.
Again, 2 more opportunities tomorrow to join in on the 150K guarantee. We got a flight at noon and a flight at 5. So lots of chances for you. We got 2 flights a day up until Monday is day 2. Monday morning we'll have the turbo flight. So if you're anticipating wanting to play a little faster, trying to make day 2 the same day, that turbo flight Monday morning may be for you.
So we didn't want to pay the whole thing. Yeah. I don't like that one because that doesn't make sense to me.
And then the loser still has to pay the full value, or
no, he's only paying.
They play.
Basically, they have because he lost. Yeah. But that basically discourage you from buying back in. Yeah. You're like, oh, I don't want to pay half, but it's not buying.
Yeah, it's actually
Raise 600.
So one of the funnier things I saw in one of those streams though.
When you leave eyebrow.
Somebody's all in.
And ace queen suited now for Drew, buying back in for $2 grand.
5 minutes into the tank, he goes.
Immediately putting a little over 25% of that rebuy into the pot with ace queen. Matt with pocket 9s, PK with 6
and then he calls like a minute later and he loses.
The Straddles, we are heads up.
Off a big stack. Yeah. And then like your friends will get it back later. Like
flop comes queen, queen, king.
That was so funny though. He was like literally, it was like 5, 6, 7 minutes in the tank and just goes, oh, 1 sec, and pays the massage.
Yeah, you could just be like this, and then drop her like that.
Yeah. The other great massage story was y'all heard the Nick Schulman and Phil Ivey massage story. This is like one of my favorites. Nick Schulman's in one of the tournaments.
14.
14?
I have 14 back. Yeah.
You have 600?
So yeah, 14.
And 800 to call after the bet here from Matt. And trip queens from Drew. Matt is drawing only 1 out. Don't see how Drew doesn't jam all in.
This is 6. I'm all
Can you give it to Albert?
This is where the thing is.
Thank you.
grooves all in. We'll see what Matt does here. The jig is up. Well, will Matt pay off the extra 600?
He's thirsty. He doesn't walk in through.
And he will indeed do so. So we go to the turn and river. Matt drawing to 1 out. You know, sounds like they're going to run it twice. Does hit it on the first one. So had he only run it one time, would have ended up felting Droove again. Does pick up quads on the bottom. So 9's full and then quads.
Wow.
Nobody gets it.
Had he run it once, he would have hit the case 9, but all is
they got it right
now.
Do we play top board for the next board?
I should have kept it the same.
Or do they have to win? Yeah, top board. Top board for the next one. Top board for the next one.
I should have kept it to drip it up.
While we get this chop, we'll step away again. You'll hear from Moneymaker once more. Back after this.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.
At least I got the quad. Throws are a 5K.
Yeah.
One and it says
Yeah, I hit.
5.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
when it comes down I'm not saying it's for that particular reason. It's just, I think it kind of dilutes the game a little bit.
I was trying to like table my hand, and I'm like, wait, that's bad luck. I should have slowed. It's just, I feel like
You didn't be like, oh my god. That's what I would have been like.
if we rate it one time, I would be upset about the slow roll. But because there's 2 boards, it's like whatever. Oh, I was trying to figure out like, fuck, I should have ran it once.
See the 9 one time, please.
Raise 50.
I thought this was a one-time table.
It was until you lost your opportunity.
Ambrose 10-9 suited, gonna bump things up.
Nope.
Raise
I mean, I'm always down. I just know who's.
And right behind him, Amit has got 8s.
I like to go twice.
And jacks for Wes. Wow. 8-5 suited for PK.
If I only ripped it here, I never rip it.
So let's see. Maybe we can get some more fireworks rolling.
It's always.
It's going to be 500 to go from Wes. Ambrose with 9-10. We know he loves to at least see a flop with a hand like this.
What did I start with 2,000?
Does make the call. Amit with his 8s. Do what he likes to do. Again, I like the flat here from Amit as well. PK, interesting to see him continue, but nonetheless, a little over $2,000 in the pot pre-flop and 4 players that will see it.
4 players. 4 players.
Flop comes queen high, queen deuce 4.
I was thinking I'm gonna get double.
I was worried about you.
Well, you must be happy.
Yeah, that was a good hit.
I was like, I'm not worried about him.
Did you pump it?
Open full.
I'm just gonna open
I'm a forward too.
for no reason.
Magic the Sweat, second word comes out 9.
And here comes the bet from Wes. It looks like an even 1,000.
Yeah, oh my god.
What?
You've been walking out like, come back. You're good. I pulled this up. Put my backpack on, take off the way.
And no one's been running hotter than Amit. He's going to stick around, see if he can catch something on the turn. PK will fold. 4 G's in the pot. Queen of clubs on the turn.
1,000.
And now Amit going to lead out. I like this play. Wes with jacks. See if he can sniff out this bluff. He does go ahead and make the call. So to the river we go. It's the 4 of clubs. I'll see if Amit takes another stab at it and decided to lead on the turn and does slow down on the river, goes check, check. Wes has jacks and he will drag in the pot. Wes's stack now about to cross the $30,000 threshold.
That was expensive.
But again, still a hell of a night for Amit.
Yeah, without that turn, it's hard.
I get to go to the rich.
Great.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
5, 10, 20,
Have a lot of fun.
straddle 40. 40 is the bet. Reversing. 6, 7, 4, 9, 175.
Ace deuce of spades here for PK. Oh wow, with 4 tray.
2 players.
So they're gonna end up heads up here. Ace deuce 3 4. Flop actually comes jack high, a couple of clubs. Connecting with the deuce is PK.
Up 2,000 behind.
2,000 behind, 1.
This hand? Action. Yeah. I haven't looked.
2,000 behind, 1.
Looks like gonna be adding a couple more thousand as Drew to his stack.
Focus on the future.
And the game will continue long after the cameras stop rolling.
I can't. It just takes like 3 doubles. He's up like 25K.
400 is the bet.
How many?
Please dilate the action from him.
And raising to 400 is PK with 10-7 offsuit. Amit with trays is definitely going to stick around, so we go heads up to the flop. Trays against 10-7. 7 in the window. And PK going to continue. Amit finding the fold button, so we move right along.
Where's the monk? 283, 52. 5214.
Dang, I didn't know that. I must have left the building before that happened. Boy, I wish I could have seen that. That was a lot of fun. Again, the last stream that they played, they were playing not as deep stacked as they are tonight, that's for sure, but they're still playing very deep.
Sir, you are a small blind. 5, 10, 20. Action on 7. 20 is the bet. 20, sir. Raise 100. 8, 9, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 4.
So we're all settled, right?
So you, sir, 100
me?
is the bet, yes.
What is it?
100 is the bet.
And we get back around to Ambrose with AC Deucey.
135.
Amit raising it with 6-7 offsuit. Back round to Matt. No thank you, he says. Well, that explains why I wouldn't have seen it then. On Tuesdays, I'm not in the building after 6 p.m. Did watch the stream, however, on Thursday when I was doing the commentary report. It was a lot of fun. Again, that and all other live stream, past live stream events that is are available on the Live YouTube channel.
Hey, you guys didn't even
Smart House.
We were just watching. I mean, they were winning all the hands over there. We're just like,
yeah, I'm not gonna help you.
Go play. Screw those guys.
Did you already give it? Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, guys,
You already gave it?
oh,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna baby you.
I don't forget about it.
20 straddles.
Same thing with me. I mean,
Guys, this lady will go tossing behind.
Good.
20 is the bet.
Right now.
Oh, shit.
I'm in for,
I have 3,500 smaller.
Can you please scan your cards again?
Sorry, I have 35 total.
An appearance there of Chris Hall, our floor manager for the evening. He'll also help shepherd the tournament into day 2. Flight B still going on right now in the main card room.
Gotta leave one chip back.
Grand total of 12 players will move on to day 2 from today's 2 starting flights.
Yeah, I have it now. So, I bought
Still plenty of time if you would like to join them.
Maybe just give me a whole stack.
2 flights a day up until Monday. And Monday morning, we got the Turbo leading directly into day 2.
Raise 100. 5, 6, 30 or 10. 3, raise 100. 4, 5, 6.
Raising it up to 100 is Oh Wow with Jack 8 offsuit.
We're good. No, I raised. Yeah.
That's right.
4 players. 4 players.
Queen Trey on the flop.
Bet.
Ace high out in front for a mitt right now. Also has a backdoor heart draw to go with ace high. Deuce of diamonds will quell any hope of that heart draw. As you can see, Dhruv drawing to a mere 7% against Summit.
Bet 500.
But Dhruv able to bet him off of it. So well played, Dhruv. I know it's been a swingy evening for you, but looks like things are starting to come together there. I have, however, just been handed the unfortunate news from the production staff. This is going to be our final streamed hand of the evening. So let's look for some fireworks, shall we?
7, 10, 7, yeah. Oh, did I?
Well, not a pair of threes, but yeah, definitely.
You got in there, bud.
Everybody had a pair of threes.
Alright, so
Yeah, we'll be streaming from TCH Houston again on Saturday night. That'll be the final table of the $10,000 guaranteed ladies event.
yeah. No, you're right.
Hope to have y'all on board to watch that one. Definitely going to be a great final table.
4, 3, raise.
Looks like we got some straddle action going.
125.
Appreciate it, my friend. 2-card arsenal. Always glad to have y'all. Right, guy? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. The last few live streams have been a true privilege to watch.
175. 4 players. 10,
I mean, even if we don't have this much action, it's sure going to be a good one. Appreciate it, Frank. Thank you so much. Man, can't do streams like this without the support of TCH Live Nation. We love you guys. But here to it on a jack high flop. PK with top pair, pocket fives for Wes. He's going to find the fold. Oh, wow. With 9 deuce. Lucky Los, that means a lot, my friend. It means an absolute lot. Well, you guys are making me blush tonight. And we love every one of y'all. Ah, don't spoil it for us, Gotta Despair. Come on now. As you see here, picking up a gutter ball to a 5 is, oh, wow. 1,200 the bet right now. Betting with a gutter and not much else. Drawing to 1 out. And there's the ace. Ace of diamonds. We'll see here. Oh, wow. He's been firing aggressive on all cylinders. Will he dig deep and find a triple barrel bluff? Oh, he does check it. Check behind. PK with Queen Jack will take down our final pot of the evening. That was a lot of fun, and what a performance it was. And 2 stacks cresting 30,000 this evening. You don't get action like that anywhere but TCH Houston. On behalf of the Moneymaker Tour, on behalf of Texas Card House and TCH Live, I am Wes Tucker, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
The Moneymaker Poker Tour is headed to Texas. That's right, we're going to the Texas Card House in Houston, Texas from January 10th to 22nd. We're going to have 11 championship events with over $500,000 in guarantees. Check out moneymakerpt.com for more information.